4, 3, 2, 1, go, everybody. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Dragon Strike Force Team Go, session number 10, guys.
Hell yeah. Double digits.
Double digits.
Double digits, dogs. Damn. We have... Oh, he walked away. So never mind. We'll start on the other side. Mr. Native Raider, rocking and rolling over here with Ryuki, our elf druid. How's it going, buddy?
It's going. I'm excited about this. It's we're finally getting to the big city, and I can't wait. You know.
Yeah, and
See what
Ryuki
there's
is
in
just
store.
the most excited person about that.
Oh, absolutely.
Always.
Yeah. Very hands-on.
Always, yeah. I love it.
Cities.
Mm-hmm,
Smog.
mm-hmm.
Great.
Smog.
You can taste it.
Yeah, the flavor of freshness of destruction. We have our elf rogue thief, Mr. Zar'roc.
Yo, what's up? Forewarning for the folks in chat. I've been sick all week, so apologies in advance if I don't seem as role-playing as usual.
So I think the players could handle a more subdued Zar'roc this week.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Yeah. Take that as a challenge if you wish. Anyway, we have Quoth, our air monk, by Bill Nice Bowtie.
Hey.
How's it going, baby?
Pretty good.
What do we? I saw you finish Titus. What are we working on now?
I did. I think tonight I'm going to be working on Captain Akaran.
Oh, baby.
Captain Scotland himself.
Yeah, Scotland's. The best I can do is 2 dudes.
The best I can spare is 3 men. Use them wisely.
And to use someone wisely, folks, our Goliath barbarian Perk Cirrus, brought to you by the Immaculate Rusty Poo. Emphasis on poo.
Ooh, you changed it up a little bit. Yeah,
I did.
No, well, normally it's the effervescent. Now I'm in the immaculate, which I don't know if that's a downgrade or an upgrade.
No, it's different because it's a different thing right now. You know.
Oh, okay. No. I got it.
Yeah.
How am I doing? It's a lot.
Okay.
I'm doing great. I am excited to be here.
Good, and that's all that we want.
Yeah.
Is for everyone to be excited. Well, I think we need a little recap of last session, and to pick randomly from the hat, I choose the first person to talk in chat that isn't one of you guys. No, I was kidding. I need Quoth did it last time. Zar'roc is sick. Yeah, he's coughing really bad right now. Perk Cirrus.
Well, last time we finally made it to Waterdeep. I figure I'll do it in voice, right? This is going to be
Neverwinter.
Wow, we made it to Waterdeep? That's
Good
impressive.
start.
Yeah, you know what? Whew, it's going to be a rough night, guys. It's going to be a rough night.
Yes, it is.
Hey,
we finally
got
made it to
far.
Waterdeep.
Parta.
And we made our way into the city. We met Brad.
Brad, dude.
Brad. And he is a very cool guy. Very excited to see him. He is just the cooliest. He guided us around the city. We went to the Adventurers Guild, and we signed our adventuring party up, which was pretty cool. We finally locked in our name, Cloud Dragon Strike Force Team Go. Ryuki is acting a little strangely. I think he is a little withdrawn from us. I think the city is a new experience for him. Zar'roc exhibited some new psychosis, which, what else is new? Seemed to be very excited by dead things. Maybe borderline too excited. Although I think that dead things are very exciting, especially when I have killed them, but not quite as exciting as he did. After we signed ourselves up, we decided to go and investigate a person who I know, and Sokol, who gave me some tattoos. I really haven't explained what those tattoos do, but I am upset that they appear to be no longer working. We made our way to his house where some guards were set up. Zar'roc, being our thief, took it upon himself to sneak in. I decided to provide a little bit of a, I'm very good at distractions, just very, very good at distractions.
So good.
As long as there is bail money available, I am the greatest at distractions. And so as they made their way around, I punched the guard really, really hard because I am strongest there is, right? And sometimes Perxirus has just got to smash. Not in a good way. Although sometimes he likes to do that too. And so Zar'roc made his way inside. He found a murder scene. And he had found some papers, found some diary entries that hinted at some people that we have encountered along the way, which is very suspicious. Very suspicious. Me being the greatest detective there is, and learning from having been the greatest detective, I feel like I am able to put those pieces together very, very well because I am the best. And so Ryuki turned into a donkey. He held all my weapons just in case I did get arrested. I wanted to protect my weapons. And then Zar'roc was getting ready to leave. He had collected all of the clues. We were getting ready to leave, and then one of us, I won't say who, decided it would be a good idea to try to frame the guard and beat him so badly that he would not be able to remember what he had done. And so we took his body on side, at which point I realized Sokol, not dead body, right? Very strange.
Very strange. Weird.
Also, I forgot to mention, there were a lot of people who seemed to be upset about these enchanted tattoos that he is famous for stopped working. And so as I realized, oh, this is not Sokol. I also was tearing apart the house for no reason in particular. And then Zar'roc investigated further. He found a hidden trapdoor. I believe it was Zar'roc. May have been Quoth.
It was Zar'roc.
And we found a trapdoor, and then we, through some benevolence of our DM, realized that we had a ring that matched. It was a rose wrapped with a worm, which is just a very strange symbol. Very, very peculiar.
And not like a WYRM worm, an earthworm.
Oh, right, an earthworm. Yes. Which there was a force field over this hidden hatch, and I think we last left off with me jumping in after Ryuki had found that in this despicable place they do not even have live plants, just plastic. Gross.
Oh, is that it?
That's
And
right.
I think
That's it.
All right.
I think that's
Yeah.
that is what we had left off, right? I had jumped in. I had
We also
shouted
have
to
Brad
somebody.
with us because we threatened to make him an accomplice in
Against
this.
his will.
He's still outside, if I recall correctly, correct?
We had posted him up as a guard. He
That's
was
right,
worried
that's
about. He came around the corner as I was beating the guard senseless.
Crazy vibe, guys.
And we asked him to keep a lookout. I also asked if somebody because after I jumped in, I realized, no weapons. This could be bad. And so I asked if somebody would be willing to bring my weapons down with them.
I guess we'll find
Before
out.
they jumped in.
I guess we'll find out if anyone does that. But as we're jumping right in, folks, you are standing within the house. Perxirus, you did fall into the hole, and the rest of you are standing around this hole that Perxirus just fell into.
Perxirus, I'll go get your weapons.
Thank you. That is very kind. You are the best. The tops among all other elves. Also,
I'm glad I got that on recording.
we should have a discussion, because now that we're in the dark, I'm realizing that you are rather dark complected for an elf.
That's
Wow.
interesting.
Wow, dude.
No, I mean in the aspect of most.
Think
most
I'm dark
high
for a
elves-
bird? That's
Look. I don't mean dark. I mean like your skin is purple. That is normally only associated with drow.
I was born this way. Do you
Wait,
want your
are
weapons or
you-
not?
Are you a drow? Have we not talked about this the entire time?
This was established.
So what if he is, man? What are you trying to say here?
Nothing. I did not know. Well, I guess you guys do not know what kind of Goliath I am, so I guess it is fair.
Yeah, does it matter?
What? Why are we having this conversation?
You brought it
How
up, man.
deep is the troll?
You're the one who
you're-
brought up
you're
the full
yelling
color
up.
of people's skin.
Yeah. It's about 10 feet down.
Yep. No,
So you're just looking up and yelling up into light coming down.
Which I guess, actually, if it's only 10 feet, like it's only a couple of feet above my head.
Oh, yeah.
So I could probably just reach a hand up and like...
Sock puppet it.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm doing, actually. I have my hand stretched up and I'm just...
Zar'roc, you're going out to get all the weapons, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna
Would you
gather
like
his
to
weapon for him.
regale Zar'roc with how many weapons he's needing to carry real quick?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see. I need my warhammer, my great axe, my hand axe, my arrows, my battle axe, my hand axe. There are 2 hand axes, actually. A javelin. I have a short bow and a spear.
Do I have enough inventory for all of this?
I mean, you can carry it in your arms.
All right, good enough. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll go get it for him if I can. Yeah, sure.
With
I'll
everything
try to
going
be
on,
nice.
are you trying to do this stealthily or just strolling about like you own the place?
I'll use a hint of stealth if I may. You know, I'm probably gonna
roll
ask
me,
for a check. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Cool. Stealth check and rolling. Wow. Sorry, Russ. I'm not gonna be very stealthy with this at all. I rolled a natural 1.
First roll of the
Plus
night.
2 is
Hell yeah.
3.
Get him out of the
Like
way.
tripping and
Get him out of the
falling
way
with them
now.
all in my hands.
So you shimmy out there, right? And you see where all the weapons are piled up against a fence post, kind of like in the middle of the road there. And you pick everything up, and you're looking around. You got your hood covered, looking for any sign of movements. And then in between people moving past the alleyway, you go, all right, this is my moment. As you take a step forward, you trip on the javelin and face plant in the middle of the road, and weapons just go and spread out all over the place.
Like Sonic rings.
Like Sonic rings.
Well, at least I could be solace in the fact that I'm trying to be nice.
You
I'll help
hear
you.
a little shadow appears, kind of the sunlight as you're laying on the ground, and you hear a little voice go, "Those are weapons of master."
Yes, that is correct. Although they're not mine. My friend, you see, he forgot them before falling into a hole. So I'm trying to be the nice guy, collect them for him, so I can throw them down the hole and he can recollect them.
Master
interest you?
need help?
You know what? Absolutely. Now, give me one moment here. I believe I'm still in possession of 40 silver. So, if you help me with this deed, I will give you 10 of those silver. Is that fair?
His eyes get huge. You new master now.
Perfect.
Hey, you know this is my little goblin friend, right?
Apparently he's mine now.
Got jacked.
You're not wrong.
And he immediately walks over and grabs the end of the shaft on the warhammer. And it's like just dragging it over his shoulder through the dirt up to the house.
Perfect. All right, perk
I
serious?
joined Zar'roc just to help him because I know that there's a ton of them because they were all on my back when I was a mule. So I understand. And I kind of don't want to be inside of these fake plants anymore. So I've kind of fallen and helped them out.
Okay.
All right. Well, I was gonna say,
I'm
while
gonna
they're
let,
getting the weapons, I would want to ask Prixirus. So, what exactly are we going to be looking for down here?
What do you mean? What are we looking for?
But what are we looking for? Are we looking for Sokol or what?
We are trying to find out what happened to Sokol. He owes me.
What exactly does he owe you, and why are we about to go down in a sewer for him? Or after him?
Well, do we want to be having this conversation while I am stuck in this hole and I am still puppeting my hand above?
Zar'roc kind of peers over the hole. To
I
look
mean,
at
I think it's better to have it before we're all in the hole.
And I just say, watch out. I'm going to drop your weapons down to you, and I don't want these falling on your head. Please be careful. And I just kind of start throwing shit down while they're still talking.
Thank you. And
Clang, 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 clang.
As the first one falls and hits the ground, I go, hey, by the way, I can reach up through this hole. You can just hand them to me.
I'm not listening. I'm just trying to get this done.
You can give me pull up a character sheet here.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Give me an acrobatics check there, Prixirus.
Acrobatics. Excellent. I have advantage because of
Wasn't a bad
something,
roll.
but I think that's only when I'm raging. It's a 13. I think I only have advantage on athletics and acrobatics when I'm raging.
You have advantage if you're grappled. Is what it says on the character sheet here. You have advantage to end the grappled condition due to your powerful build.
Oh, I have dex, so I have advantage on dex checks that I can see while not blinded or deafened or incapacitated. And that is a barbarian trait, danger sense. You have advantage on dex saving throws. But this is a check, right?
Correct.
And then I think I have advantage on athletics while. Okay. So since this is not 13. 13. I can take a look for later about why
cool.
I have advantage on it.
Yeah, you're able to catch like the javelin and a hand axe and one other weapon of your choice, but everything else is gonna, as you're trying to grab everything as it comes down, it's gonna clatter around the floor around you.
The one I'm most focused on is the Warhammer. So that will be the other one of my choice.
Yeah, towards the end, you can hear the scraping, just across the floor in the house above you, and a little face peeks over the hole and goes, "Hello, Prixirus." And he walks over the ledge to bring you the hammer, and it gets caught on the top of the hole, and he's just kind of floating back and forth while the bottom of the hammer is floating back and forth. He's holding on to it.
Grundys, you have learned to be able to call me by my name, and it's wonderful. By the way, I think, do I actually have any money?
What's his name again?
Hey,
Grundys.
perhaps,
Grundys.
I think I should give you a little more responsibility. You have been
He's like a goblin,
So-
right?
Yeah.
such a good friend. Why don't you hold my bag of 50 silver, right? This will be split between the two. This is half yours and half mine. Everything I own, I will share with you.
He like looks up at the top of the hole towards Zar'roc and then back at you. Yes, master.
I think this is the start of a beautiful friendship because I know you would never betray me.
I just look at him. I'm just thankful for the help.
I think this goblin's actually richer than all of you right now because you all spent all your money.
I'm sitting there just rolling my eyes like, ugh, who cares?
I'm gonna
I'm just in a
pick
bad
him
mood.
up and kind of so that I can get him loose.
Okay,
So
you have all your
to
weapons.
to explain while we let us say that a few years ago I got on the wrong side of a god. And
Wait, did you say God or guard?
God, capital
Oh boy.
God. And so I had gotten these tattoos to protect my mind and my words from them. If you recall, I have been a paladin for a number of years. Yes.
Yeah.
Ever since we have traveled together, I don't know if you've noticed lately, but I have not been doing paladin type things.
No, it definitely showed.
Yeah. So I have found my strength again in my rage, my murderous rage for the gods. But I was promised protection, and when that protection failed, my power was taken from me again, and I seek to reclaim my power.
Gotcha.
Maybe through crushing Sokol's skull.
So this definitely does benefit us all to help you get your power back, for sure.
I mean, I think I am hoping. If you would like to not help me, I would understand.
No, I'm
I
happy
do-
to help. I just want to know why.
Oh, I was made promises.
If I'm gonna die in a sewer, at least I want to know why I'm dying in a sewer.
That is fair. It is because this son of a bitch promised me protection from the gods, and that protection was revoked.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty good to figure out. Get that fixed.
Nobody deserves such treatment. Buxeris, I hereby vow to assist you in your quest.
Perhaps one day, once this is over, we should talk about why the gods have frowned on me.
Yeah, that's probably a longer story. We can save that one for later.
And what I plan to do about it.
I'm
Just
ready
to
to
clarify,
go down.
during the interim, in terms of what you plan to do about it, you're not going to betray us for helping you, are you?
Betray you? No. I
Okay,
do plan
good.
on
Because
visiting
I
blood
offer
for
my
blood
help
upon the gods.
freely. Although if I happen to find any more daggers or bows, I may want those. But moving on.
I'm ready.
I've
This
never
place
went-
already
Probably find
disgusts
some
me.
armor this time.
And maybe at least we'll see some real algae down there in these fake plastic trash.
Ryuki, perhaps we'll find ourselves some formidable armor this time. Onward, lads.
Not interested.
Onward.
All right, so we're all going into the hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Ryuki hopping in the
Yes,
hole
yeah.
in search of possible actual plant life. And you find yourself in a darkly lit, completely cobblestone hallway, floor to ceiling. No signs of plants anywhere.
This place looks cozy.
Should be in the very top left corner of the map here.
Oh. There we go.
That's
Cast
the
produce flame. Let us get some light in here.
Okay.
Who has dark vision?
I
All of
do.
us.
60 feet.
I actually don't know if I have dark vision or not.
I don't know if you do.
I do as well.
No, they had that
Swear
run where they gave
does.
everything dark vision for no reason, but you do not, Quoth.
Oh,
I don't think I have dark vision either.
I think it's just elves, right? Or at
there's
least
a lot of
There are a
groups.
few other
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause I'd be an elf.
Zar'roc definitely can 60 feet.
Wild companions, circle something that the other species traits.
So you
I
produce
don't think
flame,
so.
right?
Maybe. Yeah.
With thaumaturgy,
Uh-huh.
I can
Oh, I do have
change.
dark vision.
I can alter
60
the
feet.
appearance of my eyes for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not have dark vision.
Could I alter them so that they essentially become flashlight beams?
The Iron Giant
to
or some
flicker,
shit?
bright and dim, or change color. Hold on the ground.
Was it Iron Giant that had that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
yeah.
appears to your eye for 1 minute, but you also
he's
can
big?
cause flames to flicker, brighten, or dim. I will say that with produce flame being created as a source of light, and your knowledge that you would be able to conduct that light in a way that you could have. Yeah, you could have flashlight eyes. Yeah.
So you just
For
see
1 minute.
these two beams. I'm just going to continuously cast it because it's a cantrip. So
Okay.
it's just as we're in the dark, I'm just continuously causing these flashlight beams to, because it's just a verbal. So I'm just continuously muttering under my breath, and it's just a string of curses.
Hell yeah.
It is
All
a
right.
string of giant curses, mashing up people's bones to make my bread, and the things that I'm going to do to Sokol, and that is just the continual diatribe as I make these flashlight eyes that I am using to see in the darkness.
Then between Ryuki's produce flame and Perxeris's flashlight eyes, Quath, you'd be able to see pretty well down here.
Yeah. I'll hold off on a torch for now,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure I have one in my inventory if I need it.
As you're looking around, there's no immediate signs of like a blood trail, anything super obvious. You can investigate further if you'd like. But the path does seem to go forward, and there is an opening to your right.
Yeah, I would want to investigate for like a trail of some sort. Yeah, probably like blood or footprints or something.
Okay. Give me an investigation. Second roll tonight.
9.
Oh no, third roll. 9. Yeah, you're looking around, and without the source of light actually being from you, like you can see, but not so well that you can distinguish anything happening in the dirt or along the stone and whatnot, but
Sure.
nothing obvious.
Well, which way then?
Do we get any smells, any sense that down here of it being sewage or damp?
Give me a nature
Dampness,
check.
anything like that? Nature check. Hold on.
Yeah.
My produce flame down. Not in game.
Yeah. Correct. I liked the visual
All right,
bit of the produced flame. That was nice.
Thank you. Which one you said? Nature, yeah.
Nature, yeah.
That would be a nat 20, 24.
Woo, baby. Yeah, as you're smelling and you're using all your senses to focus, you're like, there's got to be something down here. And you're definitely picking up very faded residue, as if like this probably used to be a runoff at some point. It's very faint, but nothing recent. But you're definitely picking up this probably used to be a runoff of some sort of sewer system, but has not been in use for a long time.
So everything feels dry. There's
Everything
not dampness
feels
near.
dry. No, you're not hearing
Okay.
like water dripping, anything like that.
Okay, cool. Where to?
Since I have dark vision, can I just see what's down this hallway?
Which one?
The one that's to our right.
To our right? Yeah. You got
And-
60 feet, correct? All right.
I think that's what dark vision is.
Yeah.
60 feet. It allows you to see ingredients of gray within darkness.
Just looking straight into the room, you'd be able to see a wheelbarrow. This is again just showing what you'd see until you step through the door. Wheelbarrow
Copy.
with different tools, stone and whatnot on it, and then a chest at the edge.
Yeah, I'm going straight for the chest.
Okay.
Hey, wait, what are you going? Hey.
Yeah,
I am
before I make my
looking
move, I
behind.
let everybody know
Remember to check for traps.
I can see in this room, and I see a chest at the end, so I'm going to approach this chest.
Okay.
And as I do, I'm again, gonna check it for traps.
Go ahead. Give
So
me a
that's
check
what,
for traps.
investigation.
Absolutely.
Can I make sure I'm like standing around the corner of the doorway, so I'm not like
Yeah,
in the
you can move
doorway
yourself.
while he
Absolutely.
does this? Yeah.
15 plus
I'm
4 is
watching-
19.
19. In what way are you checking for traps?
Any latches, buttons, switches, any signs of tampering, or any signs of a lock as well.
Okay. Yeah. No, as you're looking all around it, you're studying it, whatnot, and there's just the latch on the front. There doesn't appear to be a lock on it. Not noticing any other random switches or anything.
All right. I'm going to take the chance and open it.
Wait.
He already said he's
Whoa.
opening it.
It's a Meemog. I'm just kidding.
A Meemok? I'm calling it that
Yeah,
from now
Meemog.
on. Meemoks.
A mimic.
Power up.
Oh. Yeah, we're real big Nintendo fans over here. I think they're completely in the right, and I'm all for corporate greed. As you go to open the chest, you touch it, and the wood almost seems to warp around your hand. As like it almost looks like it starts to breathe as the
Who could
lid
have
starts
seen
to
this
open.
coming?
A tongue slips out, and it's almost like it's licking his lips.
Ah, yes.
Aye, and it forms up into a mimic.
No.
Meemog.
And it
All right.
gets a surprise round on you. So it is going to touch you where you pee.
I had heroic inspiration last time we played this. Is that off now?
Oh no, inspiration stays until you use it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to use that, but cool.
Good thing to think about.
Yes.
I clicked the wrong button there.
So inspiration just lets you re-roll any roll. You can basically just say whenever you want to use it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it is going to make a pseudopod melee attack at you as it slimes out disgustingly. Unless you're into that, which could be.
How did you know?
I mean, it is Zar'roc we're talking about here. Who knows?
This is true. A plus 1. 14, does that hit you? I don't remember what your armor class is.
AC is 13, so that does hit.
Oh, that does hit. So that's going to do... So many tabs open. Boom. 7 damage as it bites into you, and I need everyone else to roll initiative.
7 damage. Tracking.
It starts growling as the rest of its body kind of contorts and forms, and what it still kind of almost looks like wood, but at the same time, skin and eyes are kind of like warping and sliding around through the different peaks and valleys of this chest.
He's so cute. It'd be nice if we could have a angry monster chest as a friend.
Right?
Carry all of our shit for us.
Who
Attack anybody that tries
knows?
to steal our stuff.
All right.
that's an idea.
I tried to make a
Ryuki.
friend out of a manticore, and I believe.
When did I get a ring of evasion?
You got it from
I must have gotten it at
The town that
Amazon.
we stopped, probably.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Oh well. All right. Cool.
Good to know. Ryuki, what's your initiative?
It was a 4 or 6. It was really low. It was +2, so I think it was 6.
6. Okay. Perxiris?
That would be a 22.
Yeah, 6.
Oh, wow. Quoth?
Also a 6.
Ooh.
Fight for who goes
Wow.
last.
No, I know. Probably you guys have done this before. Quoth would go first. Zar'roc.
What am I hitting?
Initiative. You know that 'cause I said
it. Rolling.
Roll in.
Oh,
Do a 6.
What's the number?
4 plus 2 is 6.
Another 6.
Yeah, well,
Spotting the devil.
I know. Oh, you go. here. I still know because of the numbers. Actually, you would go here. Quoth would go there. Okay. Whew! Glad to have all this written down. All right. Perk Cirrus around the corner. You did go to, you began to tell him, wait. So you did watch him walk up to this chest and then it turning into what someone who adventures for a minute would probably know what it is, right? And your friend get bit. It is your turn, buddy.
Who's this in front of me?
That is Quoth.
Okay. He got pseudopoded, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I am gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna dip, dodge, duck, and dive around Quoth.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up behind Zar'roc, and I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders, and like, you know, when like you've seen like the TikToks of like somebody running up to somebody, like the cold open from The Office, where Jim gives Dwight the Velcro suit.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he
yeah,
runs
yeah.
up to him and he rips it off. That is what I'm going to try to do to Zar'roc with this tongue and just rip him away from it.
Oh, okay. Let's go with give me a strength-based check. And it will do
Athletic?
it against you. A strength-based check.
$24.
Oh, no way. It got 22, and I went, there's no way he's going to beat that. Hell yeah. As you go to rip, and it like any other time, you'd feel like that is solid. That is cement levels. And you still find a way to just like, and peel him away.
Okay. I am going to like tuck him under one arm
Okay.
and pull him back and around the corner. Can I do that?
Um,
I've only used like 25 feet of my movement, and I have like I think I have 45 feet. I think I have 35 feet because I'm not raging.
Because you're not raging. Okay. 5, 10, 15,
Right.
20, 25, 5, 10, 15. You can get back into the hallway. Yeah, you can pull him away. Oh, it was a reaction to try to hold on, so it wouldn't have the reaction to attack of opportunity, I don't think. Which
Yeah, I don't think
angers
so
me.
either. Definitely,
So,
definitely.
yeah,
not.
you can do that.
Definitely
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna pull him, and even if it halves my movement, just being able to pull him back a little bit.
Yeah.
is
Yeah, I'd
fine.
say probably to there or like
Okay.
to the doorway.
Can I have put him behind me?
Absolutely, you can put him behind you. Unless, Zar'roc, you'd like to, fight against it.
I'm just gonna go, okay, Dad.
Okay. Then I think it's my action. I do have a bonus action. No. Can I do anything?
Okay, that makes sense.
Actually, because I don't want to be near this thing either, so I'm actually going to use my bonus action, and you see me just kind of turn into clouds, like my form takes on that kind of wavery cloud-like appearance, and I'm gonna waft. So I get an extra 30 feet, and I'm gonna waft back. So I've moved him back, and then I ripped him away from the stickiness of the pseudopod, and then I wafted back to myself, get out of range as well.
All right, perfect. That will bring us to Zar'roc, buddy, as you are in a swing of one motion almost. This thing transformed, attacked you, got stuck to its tongue, and then you were instantly pulled away from it. Now you're standing in the doorway, almost like in the blink of an eye. It's chomping its teeth at you.
Dad! Kidding. I'm not scared. But I am
I
gonna
helped you as best as I could. Don't get stuck to that thing.
Okay, Dad.
Ah,
I'm just
tonight's
like,
mental
okay.
issue is daddy issues.
I'll be your daddy.
So yeah,
Don't
all I do
encourage
is just regroup with everybody.
Oh, okay. Then Quoth, that takes us to you.
All right. So, since Zar'roc is clear, is there like another entrance of this room?
From where you are, now that you can tell.
I mean, okay, I should say, if I step around and like, let's say I step into the room because I know I'm not like I don't want to go up to the mimic yet, but I'll step into the room. Is there like another door or something else in this room?
There is not.
Just you,
All right.
a mimic, and a wheelbarrow.
There
Or a mimic.
Another mimic. I would say I would not attack, but I would speak to the team. You guys want to fight this thing, or just keep?
How do we
keep
make
rolling?
it our friend?
Well, I think we should definitely kill the beast, but don't get stuck to it.
This would make a great pet for you. He looks like a treasure chest. He has teeth. He can hold your things for you and eat anybody that tries to steal your weapons. I'm not going to get them again.
All right. Well, Proxera said attack, so I'll attack, and hopefully they back me up. So I'm just going to do my unarmed strike from 10 feet away, so I don't have to get up and touch it.
Thanks to your tattoos.
I have because of my tattoos.
So cool. I'm glad you're finally using it that way. I love it.
So first hit, 24 to hit.
I'm going to let you know that it hits.
All right. That's a 13 bludgeoning damage through the air.
So awesome. Yeah, as your feathers kind of go whoof and course around each other in a burst of air, almost looking like a fist slaps into the side of this mimic.
And then second hit's a 17.
That also hits.
And that's going to be 9 bludgeoning damage.
Beautiful.
And then since I'm monk and I have movement and I didn't have to touch it and get into its reaction zone, I think I'm going to back up like against the wall.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. That brings us
Oh,
to...
wait. I can use my bonus action
still.
for one more attack. Hold on.
Hold on.
Forgot. Since I'm not using a key point, I can use my bonus action for one more attack.
Monk.
So let me roll one more. 26 to hit.
Yep.
Another 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then I'll back up against the wall in my turn.
Boom, boom, boom. As 3 strikes of high velocity wind slap this thing across. Like one eye kind of squints shut a little bit, like, oh, and it's chomping like towards you as you leave the room. All right. That brings us to the mimic, who has as it kind of like pulls itself. You watch the sides of it start to lift up a little bit, and one corner of the chest moves forward, unbalances itself. Other side of the chest moves forward. As it moves itself up to here, which puts it quarter with you. And it is going to take a bite at you, Quoth.
Oh, man. But I didn't think it would have that much
patient
movement.
defense.
Did not take a patient defense.
Should have tried to make it your pet.
You're the one who said to attack it.
No, I am not.
No, I mean,
I said to attack
Zira said to attack it.
13.
Good with people, not with animals.
13 misses.
13
We have it through
misses
it.
now. All right.
AC is 15 now.
Oh, that's right. Hell yeah. All right.
Am I good with animals?
And that is going to then bring us back up to Perxirus, as this thing is now following you.
Ryuki did.
You know what?
Oh, yeah,
think
Ryuki.
I'm
Sorry.
good with animals.
All right.
All right.
That's cool.
All right.
That's all right.
All right.
I wasn't gonna do anything. And my turn. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Let's see
Good,
here. Yeah, I'm over there just like looking for little traces of any kind of green life and nothing in here. Nah.
place is
Okay, I'm gonna
bullshit.
move
Well, we found light.
a step into the direction of the Mimog.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Grandma Mimic.
And I think I'm gonna cast this. I was like looking through what I can, but then he moved up too close. Now I'm sad. Actually, no, I think that works. That does work. That does work. Right. I think I might need some help on this one.
What do you got?
5 foot radius. 5 foot radius is not going to touch my friend, right? Because the Mimog is just in its own 5 foot radius. Is that correct?
5
What spell
foot
would
radius
tell
would be a 10-foot circle.
you? Around you, correct.
Okay. I'm talking moonbeam here, and I just don't want to hurt.
Oh,
Cloth.
then yeah, you can set it down. So that would
'Cause it
Moonbeam would take one
land directly
square
on-
then. Yeah, you can set that down.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I want to cast moonbeam on the Mimog.
Okay.
So I don't have to roll to attack for this, right? Because it's a spell. Or do I?
Moonbeam again. You don't have to roll to
I
attack.
think
it has to do
It's a
save.
Constitution save. Yeah,
Yeah,
Constitution.
it needs to make a save.
Constitution, there it is. Let me throw a little. Oh, did you do that? Did I do that? Who did that? Oh, that's square. Okay, that's square. It's not lining up. All right, Constitution saving throw. That is the wrong sheet. There you go. Ooh, natural 20, baby.
Damn.
Is it half damage with a save on Moonbeam or nothing?
Unsuccessful save. A creature takes half damage only.
All right. Then give me that damage and I'll take half of it.
Okay. Rolling a 4d10.
Oh.
Is 23.
Okay.
And then half of that would be 11, right? Because you always go down one.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
That is
Yeah, so 11.
correct. Perfect.
Quick
Boom.
maths. Let's get it.
As just a shaft of moon just strikes through this thing. It looks at first, it's almost shrugging it off, but it's still like, it's like pieces of the wood start crackling around on this chest. And anything else for you, dog?
And I can't shillelagh.
Hey, shillelagh.
And then it's my turn.
All right.
Lay.
That brings us. That's good. That's going to be stuck in my head now. Perxirus, back to you. Shillelagh.
Okay. I am. If I move here, do I have like a line of sight on it?
Move where?
A catty corner to it, or do I need to be?
You can take the same space as Ryuki if you like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of.
You can kind of push him
Ryuki.
against the wall.
Yeah, and then I am
Breaks
going.
concentration. No more moonbeam.
Does it
I'd
really?
make you roll for it if he was shoving you against the wall.
Okay.
If he's just pushing you out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But yeah, no, if he's
I'm
like
gonna put a
throwing you or
moonbeam
anything in the
there.
distance, that's definitely going to be a roll.
I am going to throw my
Perxirus.
hand axe.
You're going to throw Ryuki at it.
Now, so I get a +2. So yeah, +2 is from with strength weapons, resistance, bludgeoning. My strength is only plus. I'm trying to figure it out because it automatically assumes that I'm raging when it totals up
Oh,
my
got
2
you,
hit.
got you.
Yes. So 4 plus 5. Where do I get the extra? Where's the extra 1 coming in from? Let me look at this.
Thoughts and prayers.
Okay, so it should just be a +6
Okay.
here for this. Okay. So -2 would be 19.
19 is going to hit as you hurl your axe at blistering speed towards the mimic or the Mimog?
Meemog.
Meemog?
Correct, sir.
Mimog.
Yeah,
I like
Meemog.
the moonbeam now. Thank you very much for the visual representation. As a
Concentrate.
visual bit.
That is going to be. Oh, I'm sorry. That should be. So yeah, that is an 8 to hit, or that is 8 damage. 8 damage. Sorry.
8 damage. All right. Beautiful. As your hand axe slams into almost between the eyes as they're kind of shifting back and forth, there's one moment, cling, right between them, and its eyes go cross-eyed for a second, and it's almost like slinking into itself, almost in a way, breathing so heavy. This thing is hurting.
And then I am going to move back around the corner.
All right. That will bring us to Zar'roc.
Oh wait, I have a second attack.
That does
Sorry.
not bring you to Zar'roc.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna throw my other hand axe.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That is 8 damage. As I just kind of, I'm underhanding these axes into it.
Hell yeah. Bam, as a secondary axe slams in, it almost seems to carve a chunk off, and it starts whimpering and sitting there breathing.
And then I'm going to duck back around the corner.
And now, for the part of the show where it's Zar'roc's turn.
You hurt my dad? And he just he looks like he's entering a rage, but because he doesn't actually have a rage, he just wants to be so much like Perk Serious. Ah! And he just bolts straight for the mimic. I'm going to call it because I don't know what the other term is.
Mimic is
and
correct.
we're going to start engaging our attacks with our daggers. So we're going to attack with the first dagger here. So hit DC rolling.
Rolling now.
What do we get? A dirty 20.
Ooh, that hits.
All right. Rolling for damage. What was the other thing? Do I roll something else for acid or something? Or no, not with these guys, I don't think. Not with the Tamrams. Or do I?
I believe it's your daggers have another effect on them. Let me double check. Pulling up your character sheet, baby. They do 2d6 of acid damage, correct, Amundo?
2d6. Okay, so our first initial damage is 5. So d6, 2d6, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, rolling. Ooh, that's going to be 8.
8.
8 plus 5 is 9 total damage on the first dagger.
All right, as you stab into it, the poison injects, which wouldn't do much if it was an actual just regular wood chest. But between each beam, all the grooves, the grain of the wood, you can see the poison seeping through all the grains of wood on this thing. It twitches one last time, falls to the floor, its mouth, the hinge of the chest, flings back open, its tongue slaps onto the ground, and a gold dagger falls out of this chest.
I want that gold dagger.
Clang.
I want the gold dagger.
All right, you pick it up. Do you pick it up?
Yep, picking it up, 100%. Yep,
Whoa!
not even
Stop
hesitating.
touching
Moonbeam gun.
everything.
Moonbeam gone. Okay.
He reaches into the moonbeam to grab the dagger.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Hey, Greedy Guts, maybe you should school it on just touching everything.
But it's a gold dagger. I can't say no to a gold dagger. It's a gold dagger. Look what my dagger did. Imagine what this dagger can do.
Did you just say your dagger dick?
No, I did not.
Did your daddy have a dagger?
I'll go to my room.
As you look
just
over
saying-
the dagger. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I'm just saying, before you touch things, let's take a moment, take a beat, make sure, I don't know, they're not cursed.
Yes, Dad. Sorry, Dad. It won't happen again, Dad. And notice, too, that Zar'roc only seems to be engaging in this demeanor with Perxiris.
New
As
week,
it
new
should be.
Zar'roc. We love it. Yeah, as you look over the dagger, you're kind of you're holding onto the blade, looking around it. It doesn't feel super sturdy, right? But it holds. And on the hilt is carved into this. The hilt is gold. The actual blade itself is gold as well. Is a rose with an earthworm wrapped around it.
Just taking notes, and I'll verbally reply here in a moment after I'm done.
Take your time.
All right. As soon as Zar'roc notices the earthworm symbology, he just kind of stands there staring down at it for just a brief moment, kind of like in awe, in shock. Turns around. Perxiris.
Yep.
Perxiris!
Oh my gosh, what the heck? Yes, what? What? I'm right here. You don't have to yell.
Does this symbol look familiar? And he raises it up, kind of like Simba from The Lion King.
Simba.
Does this
You
symbol from
are
in-game
the
5
one
minutes
who-
ago look familiar to you?
Yes. You know what? Symbol actually does look super familiar to me. I believe it is the same one that was on the ring that got us in here.
Could it be possible that this dagger could be a key to what's to come?
Well, I feel like the dagger could be a key to lots of things. Ryuki, do you have any experience with magical things?
Some. If it comes from nature, it's usually my realm.
I'm pretty sure this
DM.
dagger, metal comes from nature, I guess.
I have a question for DM.
I can heat it up.
Go player.
As Zar'roc is looking at this dagger, he wants to. I don't know. I'm wondering if I could do an insight check just to see if this could resemble something of a key, or a key item of some sort.
Okay. So like you're looking
that
for
something I
like
can do?
any specific like ridge lines along the blade.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just like anything that might indicate that this is a
Key-like.
key item.
Gotcha.
Yeah, key-like, exactly.
Give me an investigation while you're looking over this blade.
Okay. Rolling.
Hi, buddy. What you up to? Nothing.
So close.
Nothing. A young
And
lad
that
like you is
would
up to nothing?
be an 18.
18. Yeah, you're looking over. You're not seeing any grooves of any kind. It's actually impeccably intact. Almost like it was. Oh, it looks like it was brand new if you didn't just pull it out of a corpse of a monster. Smooth,
Okay.
perfectly crafted, very finely worked.
That
So
probably
would
means it's
I
magical.
conclude from my investigation that this would be more resembling an actual weapon versus a key-like item?
In your hand with what's crafted, it appears to be a very finely made gold dagger with a symbol of a rose and a earthworm around it. on the hilt.
Could I use it as a weapon?
You can, sure. You can use anything you want as a weapon.
Okay.
See how effective it is.
I mean, sure. I'd like to try and talk to the guys about this first, and if they think it's more thinking to myself at the moment, I'd like to thinking Zar'roc would want to get the opinions of others first, kind of share what he kind of concluded in terms of just looking over the dagger, less of a key-like item, more of a weapon, and just get everybody's thoughts on it, see what everybody else thinks. So obviously he's talking to Perk Sirius first, so he shares with Perk Sirius his observations and asks Perk Sirius, so with all that being said, Perk Sirius, what do you make of this dagger so far? Does it resemble more of a weapon to you, or something that could be more of a key to open a door later? What do you think?
Oh, first thing, as we're talking about this, I want to go and grab my hand axes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Add
I
those
just
back
want
to
to
your
make sure I
inventory.
grab those back in. Yeah. This came out of the mimic.
Correct.
The mimic is
Spat
a
it out.
pile of goo. Has
Correct.
it retained its shape? Okay. Well, at least from what I understand of mimics, they are acidic, kind of akin to a gelatinous cube. So the fact that this clean dagger is pristine seems to indicate that it has some magical properties of some sort. Quoth, do you have any experience with the arcane? I myself have much experience, but I would prefer other people to be able to get the experience should that need that.
Not in particular. I guess I'm. What makes you think it's a key somehow?
Well, more the idea that we had a ring with the same symbol on it that allowed us to open the door to get here to begin with.
So everything with the symbol is a key. Okay.
That's what I'm wondering and thinking,
Interesting.
surmising, or shall I say, musing.
Got it.
Ooh.
Okay. I am not super in tune with magic items, but I'm happy to take a look at it with my +1 investigation if you would like.
What a weird
Sure,
thing to
but,
say
I
out
mean,
loud.
Just
Wow.
double
Yeah,
check
crazy.
everybody's opinions, just want to make sure we're all on the same page, or if there's any creative ideas out there, I'm more than willing to hear them out.
I think it definitely proves we're on the right path, at least, which is good.
Perhaps this could lead to an enemy. Perhaps
I would
we're
like
an enemy?
to help. I'm gonna go for an Arcana check.
Okay.
I want to see if this thing has any runes that indicate magical properties or anything like that.
Okay. So Arcana is specifically looking for runes.
That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah. 5. You're looking at it and you're like, that is such a dagger. I have seen daggers, and this is a dagger.
I have seen a lot of daggers. I am very proficient with daggers. I took a few seasons as a smith, and we did dabble in enchanted weapons. I believe that this golden dagger is actually very enchanted. I believe that it is a dagger that actually, when you stab people, turns them to gold. Like a Midas touch dagger. Almost it like a petrification.
This means we would never be broke ever again, team.
That's fair.
Well, I do have a proficiency with daggers, but it wouldn't feel right to first offer it to the team if anybody did want it.
No, that is all you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm not a dagger guy.
All right. And with that, I decide to put it in my dominant hand.
Which is?
I'm going to say my right hand,
Excellent
which is
decision.
also holding one of the Tamram daggers. So I'm going to somehow replace my Tamram Dragon Tooth Dagger with this golden dagger.
Okie dokie.
I don't know how to put that in my inventory, though, but we'll figure that out later.
You just click. So next to it is, or actually, if you click on it. No, where is that? There's a
So
wielding.
go into your inventory on your character sheet there.
Okay.
In your inventory, in your equipment, just click one of the red boxes next to one of the daggers, and that'll unequip it.
Done.
And I want you to go down. You still have it in your inventory where there's just a regular dagger, and I want you to click that button for me.
Okay, and clicked. Okay.
Perfect. And if anything further happens, I'll let you know when it happens.
All right.
Let us continue. I think actually probably best if I take front.
All right.
All right.
That sounds good to
All
me.
just-
right.
Stay close behind Perksirius and just follow him wherever he goes.
All right. I'm just gonna make my way down here. Oop. Wait.
Waiting.
I stay right at the corner.
Waiting.
Did we check this wheelbarrow?
Oh, you have not.
Is it breathing? First of all.
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Also, while we were still in the room, did anyone check the skeletons?
Nope. And literally, you walked up, touched the chest, and that was it.
That's a 7.
7. You're looking around, and your mind might be actually playing tricks on you. You're like, it might. I swear I saw it breathe, but you kind of shake your head. And you're not so sure.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm just gonna kick it
Okay.
as hard as I can.
As hard as you can. Yeah, you break off one of the sides of it. It crumbles over, and like a mining, a pickaxe, chisel, and a bunch of stone fall out the side.
Are there any secret doors in this room?
Take a peek. How are you looking for secret doors?
I am checking. I'm looking for disturbances in the mortar that might indicate, because it's like a stone wall, right?
Correct.
So I am. The mortar is kind of what I'm looking at to see if there is a further line in the mortar than you would anticipate, right? Deep groove scratches. I'm also looking at the floor to see if there's any like scrape marks or any cleaner spots, depending on the mildew and stuff in here. I would assume a secret door would probably be cleaner. I'm probably running my hands along the walls just in case there's some kind of illusion to see if, my hand happens to pierce through that veil, that kind of thing.
Okay. Is anyone else looking, or are we all just watching Perksirius?
I would be looking at the skeletons and seeing what's going on with them.
Okay.
I'm totally just walking
Any items on them, or clothing, distinctive clothing, or symbols.
Quoth, give me perception. Perksirius, give me investigation.
Very good. I got a 6.
Perfect. Yeah, you're running your hand along the walls. It's almost like they didn't play Wolfenstein 3D back in the day.
Mhm.
You know how you'd look
Yes,
through
sir.
there were
The
secret
castle.
doors in there, and you literally walk up and just like melee every single wall
Yeah.
until one happened to open. That's kind of what you're doing. Is you just kind of like
Yep.
bop, 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 slapping the walls as you go. Your intent was to feel grooves, but you're just kind of slapping the wall. Dust is coming up. There's loud thumps constantly, but you're not finding anything as you go around the room.
Okay.
Quoth, what'd you get?
I only rolled a 9 on perception.
A 9. Yeah, you're like, this is definitely a humanoid skeleton. You're looking around. You can definitely it's not fresh. You can definitely tell even with a 9. Like, it's not like still moist. There's not like, fresh
Yeah.
clothing hanging off it or skin peeling off,
It's been
It's
here a while.
definitely it's a decaying old dusty skeleton that is
Sure.
humanoid.
Get moist.
Get moist. Moist boy.
Shall we continue?
All right, we continuing on.
Yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, I did not
wanted to
find
make
anything
sure
more.
that
All right.
I didn't want to bypass something just in case.
No, 100%.
Yeah, so I make sure
Perseus,
that
you were going to be in the lead, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I would like to be in the middle since I don't have dark vision in this space.
Your flashlight eyes would
Like,
probably give you
reproduce
that
flame for you. Now you can kind of see a little bit more there, Quathy boy.
5, 10, 15.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, let me go back so I can show you.
That's probably how far your flashlight eyes will see for you, Perseus. As you definitely see a little further down the hallway, it definitely seems to be opening up into a slightly larger chamber than the hallway.
I want to give a listen to see if there is anybody. Like, can I hear?
Okay. No, if you're listening, give me perception.
Bound to get better,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. You can't have every roll be bad.
Well,
It's 13.
13 as you're
It's not
listening.
Terrible.
There's not water droplets. There's not like. There is no sound you're like there might be like a very distant. You hear like a pop for a second, almost like a campfire pop, like maybe a log burning or something for just a brief second, and then it's gone.
Mhm. Okay. And I'm gonna come to this corner and I'm gonna kind of give the peek. First, I'm gonna, sight lines, right?
Yeah.
In front of me, weapon. I've got my hammer out and I'm peeking around the corner.
All right. As you get in the hallway, into the chamber itself, looking down with your flashlight eyes, you would be able to see 4 animated skeletons at the end. Motionless, not breathing. They don't seem to be communicating, but just staring in a circle around at each other.
That would be really weird if skeletons were breathing.
Give me,
I'm
Perseus, give me a history real quick. Just for funsies.
That'd be a 9.
Okay. Yep. They look like skeletons.
Do they look like the skeletons that our necromancer buddy had?
That may or may not have been the history check.
Got it. I'm gonna lean back against the wall and I'm gonna go point at my flashlight eyes and go.
Let me take this one.
how many were there?
4.
4. Okay.
Are you studying them as well, Ryuki?
I am, but I'm like ready to go. Like
Okay.
I'm itching to get into the fight.
You can history as well if that's something you're wondering, or however you want to proceed is up to you.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of see what they're wearing. What kind of armor is that? Do I notice anything? Like, what is it made of?
Okay.
For one.
Give me perception and history, because those are 2 different things going on right now.
Okay, perception first. That is a 18.
18. Yeah, as you're looking over, you can definitely tell these are animated skeletons, right? They look like they're holding still, but as you're studying, you can kind of sort of see like a little bit of barely a sway. They're obviously not breathing, but they are moving. They do seem to be wearing loose chainmail. One kind of has like really beat up scale mail, swords and shields. The swords seem to be in a better condition than you would assume. And then history.
You said history, correct?
Yeah.
Oof, not so good. 4.
4. Yeah, they are armored skeletons that have nicer swords than you expect. That's all you got.
They're not all black with flame heart on their chest, right?
No.
To confirm.
They're
All right,
actually they're it's
That's the
stuff that
only
you're under
history I
here.
know.
They're actually the gold ones you have to put water on.
Fuck.
yeah, you're doomed.
Blow darts, boys. All right.
Throwing knives?
I do love
Alright,
races.
Anyone else need a history, investigation, rush, and in charge? What are we doing here?
I would like to do. Could I do an investigation check?
Oh, I can't see.
What are you investigating for?
Just to, I don't know, to see if there's any additional threats surrounding the skeletons, whether there's any traps in there,
Oh,
things
okay.
like that.
Gotcha. So you're looking for like
Environmental.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. Give me an investigation check. Yeah, absolutely. I like that.
Okay. Oh shit. That's a nat 1.
Oh,
So
right.
That definitely didn't work.
Your eyes fall out of your head. No. Yeah, you're looking around and then like you go to look, and as you go to lurk is when Perseus turns around to make hand motions with his flashlight eyes, and they hit you directly in your eyes, and you're like, blind for just a second. And you just keep blinking your eyes so you can see again.
All right.
Quath, anything?
I mean, if I could see, I would like to just like look into the room and see if there's any other doors or entrances in. If I can see.
You have, that's as far as you can see. You do not have dark vision.
Yeah. I mean, could I like roll at a disadvantage? Or
Yeah, you can give me investigation disadvantage if you'd like. Or perception.
How do I do disadvantage again?
You should right click it and there should be an option for advantage or disadvantage. Or just
There we
manually
go.
roll it twice and take the lower number. Give me 1 second.
Want to roll for me? There we go. That's a 10 at disadvantage. I'll take it. Oh, we lost our glorious leader.
Oh, something must be going down.
Hmm.
Somebody's getting into trouble.
What is this one? They're defeated. Let's see here.
Indeed,
That's
good lad.
35. Oh, okay. It's kind of cool too. Interesting.
Okay, so I think something's about to go down here. So we can go ahead and plan for a second.
I kind of got a plan. I kind of want to like go in,
Yeah,
smash.
I
These
think
dudes.
so. Zar'roc, because you are a rogue, you get advantage at the top of the round, right? With the surprise round.
All right.
Mhm.
What was your roll there, Quath?
You
10.
Okay, 10. Yeah, it's what you can see, and it just looks like a room.
Bummer.
Sorry, you guys were
I
planning. Go ahead.
I just turn back to everybody else and I go. I just smash my fists together.
My services requested.
I got this, and I just like irritated, pent up rage from all this fake plant and smog bullshit, and I'm gonna go with a bonus action here. I got the right one. So I move to. I'm like side by side with our guy here, right? Back on my clicker here. There we go. With perk. And then I use a bonus action, Misty Step,
Ooh.
to teleport 30, which puts me right in the middle of them.
I think it's a great idea. I really love what you're doing right now.
Teleported,
Yep.
pop up, and then I'm going to use Thunder Wave. There's a 15-foot cube around me.
Is
Constitution save is 14.
Around you, I think it's one that comes out of you one direction.
Thunderwave is. Thunderclap is the one that. or
Thunder
maybe
Wave
it's the other
says
one.
it says sell 15-foot cube for range and area.
Let me look at it real quick because I feel like we've looked over this.
Originating from you makes Constitution. Yeah, 15-foot cube.
Thunder Wave, 15 feet cube originating from you. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And I'm going to cast that.
Awesome. Rock and roll. So I need to make a Constitution saving throw for each of them. Got it. Constitution saving throw going in for each of them right now. First one is a 7. Second one is a 13. Third one is a 12.
Nope.
Fourth one is a 13.
No.
Did they all fail?
14. They all failed. 14 con save.
Nice.
Damn, good play.
Get wrecked, yeah.
Rolling for damage. 4d8. That'd be a
Now
23.
you know what it feels like when you create what you think would be a cool encounter, and then the players go, no.
Oh, I
No.
never thought it was a cool encounter. What are you talking about, Russ? What are you trying to say?
I'm teasing you.
What are you trying to
I'm
say?
giving you a hard time because you guys
I'm just hiding it inside right now.
freaking
Everything's fine.
shut down my ogre.
23 damage to
he
everybody,
should
and
have
then they
been
get
dumb.
pushed 10 feet away from me.
All right, how much damage to each of them?
23.
23. All right. Whoa, ouch. And they get shut. So this one slams into the wall. It will take.
Does that count as bonus damage?
That is
for
going to be some
slamming?
bonus damage. Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I was curious about that. I was trying to plan this out this whole time ever since I
Yeah.
popped up. I was like, oh,
That was beautifully done.
want to try something cool.
Bum, bum, bum. That one takes that much extra damage. Bam.
And spell slots. And those.
Bam!
Boom, boom, owie, poo poo, baby. Bam. And they all slam out as a thunderous roar claps through this underground facility you guys are in. If anyone was closer than they are, you would have the deafened condition right now, but luckily none of you are actually in the room. Perks, you're very close.
Yep.
Literally one more square. That would have been bad.
Yep.
All the skeletons are, a weird way to use the word, alive, right? But yeah, there are chunks chipped out, and if they could have a look of surprise on their skeletal faces, they definitely would. And do we want new turn order, or do you want to just keep going with what we had?
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
fine.
good with
Just
what we
keep
had.
going.
Perfect. All right. I'm glad you guys said that because the skeletons are next. If only you'd been paying
Wait,
attention.
no, I changed my mind.
It's too late now. Ryuki.
Wait.
What?
Do we not get a surprise round because we were aware and they were
Ryuki
not?
got the surprise.
But
'cause he
none
took
of us.
action.
Aha!
Now,
Okay.
if you had all had taken an action alongside him, that would be a surprise round. But he Misty stepped in there and did a thing.
Misty
Well, I
swooped
was
step.
just waiting for
I
him to do.
and
his
I feel
thing.
so
I
much
didn't wanna
better.
interrupt.
Like I feel like so much like relief. Just that burst out of me. I've been pissed off since we got to this shitty town. It's nice. I like
All
it.
right. Skeleton to the left is going to come reeling up with its sword at you. That is going to be a 20. Dirty 20.
Now Ryuki is going to get
It's
There we
Bukake by the
go.
skeletons.
There we go. Not great damage, though. 4 damage.
okay.
It does get
Got
a
it.
second attack. That's only a 9, so that's not going to hit you.
Yep.
The skeleton is going to action surge and swing at you again
Well, it was nice knowing you, Ryuki.
for 18 to hit.
Good. Hits.
All right, that's 5 damage.
Okay.
Attacks twice in action. Secondary one for 23 to hit.
Hits.
All right, that is 9 damage.
Got it.
Perfect. And that ends its turn. Skeleton to the right is going to approach you. And
Good.
it is going to swing its sword at you. First one, 10. That doesn't hit you. And 14. Does that hit you?
14 does not hit.
14 does not hit. Okay, I didn't think so. All right, cool. All right. Then the skeleton down below is going to approach you, and it's going to swing.
Okay.
For 12 doesn't hit you. 21.
Yes, of course.
All right. That's like terrible damage for that. 4 damage.
Okay.
This one is going to action surge
Good.
and swings at you. A natural 1. Hey. Wheel
Not
of
bad.
natural run. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. And it does 6 damage to the skeleton to the right. Mark that down.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Boom. There. Oh, thanks to your beautiful spell. That actually kills the skeleton to the right. Crumbles down. Yeah, I wish it had action surged. That was the one that didn't do it.
Nice.
All right. And then the skeleton behind you is going to come up, and it is going to swing at you.
Okay.
First swing coming in at a 25
Yep.
for 13 damage.
Nice.
Second swing coming in at a 10. That misses. It is going to action surge and swing at you again for 12, which misses, and 22, which hits for 12 damage.
Got it.
Perfect. Woof. And that brings us to the top of the line with Perxiris.
Seeing Ryuki get riggedy wrecked
No problem.
by these
No
these
problem.
Xeris
skeletons,
turns around and leaves.
And retires from adventuring.
Perxiris goes, I don't know why these people keep jumping into things like this, and he leaves. No, he is going to. He's gonna go. Nobody touches my tree frog, and then he is going to rage. He is going to choose his Warhammer for his elemental fury.
Okay.
He is going to. Can you make him bigger for me?
I absolutely can do that for you.
Excellent.
Damn.
Oh, so quick.
Uh-huh. I'm on it, baby.
And I'm going to, as I'm like, I feel like I'm squeezing into this space because I imagine the ceiling is
You're
not
kind
that
of
wide.
hunched over a little bit. Come in and know me better, man.
Do I? I am going to attempt to do a thing.
Okay. I'd love to hear what you're attempting to do.
So, essentially what I want to do is this. Is I want to grab the skeleton in front of me and I want to throw him into the other skeleton.
Okay.
So I want
You're
to
the one that uses them. I keep telling you to put them back somewhere where you'll find them, so just throwing them wherever you are.
That's a good idea. I like that.
I'm going to pick up this one and try to throw him into this one.
Okay. He is going to attempt to resist. We'll see if that does anything.
Yep.
Depending on his roll. That was 7. So yeah. You absolutely can throw him into the other one.
Oh, Okay. Do you want me to just make like an unarmed strike
I
roll for this throw?
Absolutely do.
Okay. That is a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit. Roll damage anyway, though.
It's 5.
Okay,
I
5
went
damage.
with the unarmed strike, but you tell me.
I got you. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, so you pick up the skeleton in front of you, hurl it to the one, the other one to the left of Ryuki, and it barely zips right past the helmet, slams against the wall, and it shatters. So you did kill one.
Cool. I have a second attack.
Absolutely.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up on... Can I just... We're in combat, so can I
This is true.
crowd Ryuki out of the way? Can I...
They
no,
will have
I don't want to
opportunity
move
attack
him
on
out of...
Ryuki.
Yeah. Then I will not do that. I will just swing with my Giant Slayer, and it's just crackling with... so there's like lightning crackling around it, but every once in a while you hear that what would be the crackle of lightning is instead just like a soft sonic boom.
Ooh.
Because I've wreathed it in thunder damage. That is a lame. That is a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit, though, as you're just full of rage, but your head's hunched over. You're not used to the depth perception or something going on with your head tipped to the side in this confined space, and you swing a little wide.
Yep. That is my
I assume
turn.
it's hard to see, too, because it's dark in here now.
Well, they're just like,
People, right?
really big eye beams.
Oh, sorry.
No, my
It's
action.
knocked down.
It takes my action to cast that cantrip. So as soon as I started swinging, I would have a minute. So actually,
Because you
I
put
guess-
it on again
yeah.
right before you came down the hallway, so it would still
Okay.
be going. I'm keeping track, baby.
fair.
But his head's like cocked down so he can only see the feet.
You can see his
Because he's so tall.
yeah.
He's like, oh.
Ugh. And they're much bigger beams of light now. Quoth, you can see a lot better now.
No, awesome. Am I the only one who doesn't have dark vision?
I don't
Currently,
have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
He just has beaming light vision right now.
Right. Got it.
That will bring us to Zar'roc.
All right.
All right.
All right. 2, 3,
All right.
10, 15, 20, 30.
I do that at work all the time, and it cracks myself up.
Everything is still outside of my range, so I'm just going to move right there. I can only move 30. That's 30.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Quoth.
Oh, wait. You can throw your daggers. Just as a... They don't come back to you, but you can throw your daggers. You also got a short bow.
Definitely not throwing them.
Through us?
Yeah, it will be tough to hit shooting through your friends.
Yeah, definitely not doing that.
That's
All right.
fair.
Then Quoth it is.
All right. Well, it's looking pretty crowded up there. I'm going to use some movement. I'll get up here next to Zar'roc. Could I... Ooh, actually, with my ranged fists, could I, like, stand over Ryuki's shoulder and punch this guy?
I mean, you can. This one's dead. Dead. You can take its space.
This one, though.
Well, I'm saying
here,
this
one.
one's dead if you want to take that space. But shooting.
Oh, got it.
Through that,
Well, no,
that's
because I
still-
have 10 feet, so I can stay on the back and not be next to it and hit this guy.
It'd be disadvantage shooting through your buddy.
Well, it's kind of like... Is it through him?
It's
kind of
kind
around
of
him.
partial cover if you want to look at it that way. It's like half Ryuki.
Sure. Disadvantage or partial cover, which
We'll
one?
do partial cover.
Okay, so I'll just roll my attacks then, and that just increases his AC. All right, so first one It's a 19.
19 is going to hit, even with the partial cover.
All right. That's 10 bludgeoning damage.
All right. As it shatters, as a burst of crazy wind flies from your feathery wings, and it crumbles to the ground.
All right. Well, I guess I'll use my next attack on the one that's still standing.
Ryuki's opener really fucked these things
That
up.
is a nat 20.
Ooh, baby. Yeah. There's just parts of your hair fluttering
Mr.
around.
Fantastic just like going around. Like,
That's only I didn't roll very well. That's 11 bludgeoning damage.
That is enough, as this one also poof, and hits the
Nice.
ground. Let me look at everyone's real quick. Intelligence 12, 13, 12, 10. With your intelligence, Zar'roc, if you want to give another history check, I'll allow it.
You know what? I'll do that.
Okay.
Rolling. Yeah, that's just an 11.
Okay. Yeah, this close. You're like, yep, these are skeletons. There's something
Yeah.
about them, but they nothing's really clicking out for you.
They're definitely skeletons.
They're definitely skeletons. Well, the piles of bones
100%.
now.
What about a perception check? No?
You can if you want.
I mean, yeah. So whenever I'm doing my perception check, I'm looking for really anything special. Anything that's more than what we've already discovered, essentially.
Guess we'll
so,
see.
Yeah. Rolling for perception.
Okay.
+14 +8 is a dirty 20? No.
Plus
22.
8. Wow.
22.
Damn. Perception looking in on these, and you're scouring through, and you're same thing. The loose chainmail. You're trying to get around anything you haven't seen. There's definitely something with they're all wearing the same colors and quality make of clothes around and underneath the armor.
All right.
They're like all right. They're both brown, green, and red.
Okay. I don't know. Nothing's really kind of standing out to me. But I share my findings with everybody else and the rest of the group to see what they think. Starting with Perk Sirius, of course.
I am no longer raging.
Okay. I will shrink you down. Look how widow he is now.
All right.
All right.
I always forget reckless attack. Always forget that I have reckless.
It's kind of the big part of your class.
I am fully aware.
One would say it's almost what they're famous for, like floating cities.
I'm ignoring you.
Okay. Love you a long time.
He's still ignoring.
No, I'm looking to see if there's anything that I have that Okay. No, we've investigated these skeletons. Is there anything? Do they have the rose and worm iconography at all?
They do not. Just the matching colored clothing that does. I will add to Zar'roc to your role earlier. Like the clothing looks like it was equipped after being risen. It definitely looks
What was
newer
the
than the
color?
armor. Uh,
What was the color of the?
brown, green, and red.
Wasn't that the color that our necromancer friend wore? I know he had red at the very least because Wizard of Thay popped into my head.
I don't
Oh,
know. I
everyone
mean,
did
when
that
I
on
hear
history
red, I
check,
think
Hey, wait,
Sokols.
whoa! Red, brown, and green.
Red, brown, and green.
Wouldn't those be the colors of the rose worm insignia?
Mm,
Have we seen
That's-
it in color?
If you look at, I don't know.
No,
That's
that
good.
is because a rose red, the stem would be green, and I believe the worm is brown because I believe you mentioned that before.
now is this in 1080 or 1440p?
It's actually 4K.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good observation.
So I don't know if that's what the wizard wore, but these have obviously been put here to protect Sokol. When I was around him previously,
Okay.
I know he has some degree of enchantment. That was the idea behind the runes,
Correct.
the tattoos. Do I remember him ever using anything else?
Give me a history. Go ahead and do that one with advantage.
I sure hope that's my lowest. It is 17.
17. Yeah, you're looking through. You looked through the tattoo books. You looked at stuff he had on him. He brought in people to like show off some work he had done. You're looking through, and you're not recognizing that symbol on anything that he had put onto someone or that you had noticed in the books as an option.
The rose and thorn.
The rose,
Or the
thorn,
rose
the
and-
rose, the rose, and the worm.
Yeah. Weird. But he had it in his house. These skeletons seem to have some. Maybe, right?
Mhm.
Weird. Okay. I don't think we're going to figure it out here unless anybody has any better ideas.
No.
I was also thinking the color thing, but you asked that.
I had to bounce out real quick to the wife just got home. Did we already loot skellies?
No one's looted skellies. No.
All right, I'm gonna begin looting.
Okay. Again, they're not like enchanted swords, but they aren't like rusted buckets from normal risen skeletons. They are just a regular sword, right? They have 4 of those, but everything else they have on them is basically deteriorating armor. There's no coinage of any kind, but they do have the clothes, which indicate like I would say more of like a tabard in that way of what the clothes they have underneath the armor.
I'm gonna cut out just a little piece of that and
Okay.
store it in my pocket, just so we have it to like present in the future of what we're looking for. So
Okay.
I cut that out and store it.
Perfect.
It's weird. It is definitely weird.
What are the other? Oh, there's a stairway. I see that now to the left. Okay.
Yeah, me getting on the side here. Can I see further down?
Yeah. Looking down, you have 60 feet. You see the stairs go down into another chamber. Oh, I went too far, so the reveal area is freaking out. Please hold. Your call is very important to me. I love that Roll20 does that. If you go off the page, it like freezes the whole program. All right. Down the stairs, looking at the chair, you do see a table with 4 chairs around it, laden out with leftover food. There is a candle in the middle. It has burned out, but there's no one sitting around the table.
Okay. I relate to the team what I see, especially for our blind friends here. There's a table. Candle burns out. Blah, blah, blah.
I think our stealth is gone. Just a guess.
Ryuki, real quick, because you have an insane passive perception. Oh, Zar'roc, good. You have a passive perception of 18. Jesus Christ, I gotta remember that. You two, specifically the elves, not to tune you out or stare into you, but you do hear coughing, like echoing from that room.
There's somebody there. There's coughing. Thinking it's right around to the left. Plan of action, guys. I'm a little beat up right now, and I feel a little bit more relieved getting that out of my body. Burke, would you like to take the charge on this?
Yes, I will go first.
Are those like?
Um,
Is that a candle on the table up there? Is it
Correct.
like is the room illuminated?
No, the candle is burnt out. There is some illumination. There is some light coming from the middle of the room. Basking, as someone who's traveled very much, you would be able to see into this room. You can very much tell there is a fire of some sort going on in that room from what's glistening off the cobblestone walls.
Gotcha.
But I want to try something here.
Okay, buddy.
When Quoth finishes.
Okay.
I was gonna say I have a pretty good stealth modifier. Can I like walk up to the corner and like look around?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check if you want to.
I know the
there.
room's illuminated.
There was a very loud boom. So if you could do that at disadvantage for me.
That's cool. That's a 6. Let me see what it is with disadvantage.
Okay.
19. So yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, with a 6, you're hunched over, you're creeping over there, but your talons are like scraping along the floor almost like nonstop.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But you are going to the corner though?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking around the corner, you would see a couple benches on one side. Looks like the skeletal head of some sort of animal on a mount here, a campfire in the middle, and a humanoid figure breathing very raggedly laying next to the campfire, and a very glistening, bright, glowing, due to the campfire, gold door on the very southern side of the room.
Interesting. I would whisper back to the party. I think we got a body up here. Looks like a live one.
Well, I was going to do a Captain America thing, but you kind of spoiled that, and I just kind of pushed past you into the room and checked the dead body.
While they're checking the body, Zar'roc is
Oh,
going to investigate this door for any signs of like, I don't know, a keyhole or however this opens.
Okay. We'll go with 1 2 at a time real quick.
Yep.
Perxiris,
Yep.
as you enter the room, look at the body, you recognize it as Sokol. He is very much beaten up, bloodied, and bruised, and breathing very raggedly.
He's breathing regularly. Is he conscious?
He is. His eyes are closed. No one's really approached him yet, but he's breathing. His eyes are closed.
I'm gonna grab him by the front of his shirt.
Okay.
I'm gonna lift him up, and I'm gonna give him a soft pat.
Are they gone? Oh.
Yes, but we are here.
Who's we? And he's like trying to open his eyes.
I don't know if that is what you would prefer. It is me, Perxiris.
Oh, I did give you one of those, huh? Oh,
Yes.
I'm assuming it's not working as well.
You would be correct.
That's
Get
been
her offer of
happening.
an explanation before I rip your head from your shoulders?
The only thing that I've been able to figure out is that anyone that I've connected directly with Dolora with the runes has been not having their tattoos work.
Delora? Who is Delora? What is Delora?
She's a, a goddess.
DeLorean?
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
the
wait,
flux
wait.
capacitor broke.
So what you're telling me is that you inscribed runes on my head to hide me from the gods
Yeah,
by connecting me to another god.
yeah. No, she specifically protects people from such things, and everyone that, at least that I've met in the last couple of days, that has had those kind of tattoos, is it's not been working, and issues have varied. I feel like you were wearing a lot nicer clothes last time.
Hmm. Yes, you would be right. What happened to you? How did you come to be here?
Oh, I locked myself up because a lot of
Why?
people were angry while I was trying to figure out what was happening. And then suddenly I was being dragged through my house, and there was a hole in my floor, and I got asked a ton of questions by this like fucking weird, creepy, dark gnome guy about why stuff wasn't working, and then they left me here.
You did not know this hole was in your house.
I had no idea.
How long have you lived in this place?
Oh, probably like looking back, probably like 8-9 months, somewhere in there. After I left Bartholomew's.
Who owned this house before you?
I don't know.
Your magic started going haywire. You hid yourself away in your house. You were then kidnapped by a gnome and skeletons.
Correct. And
Dragged down here.
tortured to try to figure out why. I guess, I don't know if one of them had I don't recognize doing a tattoo on them, but they were asking me basically what you're asking me. And I hadn't figured out what was going on yet. So I had no answers. They beat the shit out of me. Not tossing around, tortured me, and then just left.
Well, if it's any consolation, I was probably planning on doing the same thing.
I understand.
They were asking you these same questions.
Yeah.
But there was a hole in your house. I'm insight check.
Yeah, go for it. I was waiting for
seems
that.
to be a lot of things that aren't quite adding up.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Sure. Okay. Super funny.
Okay.
Natural 20, and I have a -1 to my insight for a total of 19.
Total of 19.
But it was a natural.
It was a natural 20.
20.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Looking in, as someone who's been tortured, thrown around, and everything, he is being completely on the level with you.
It would have made more sense were he not.
Yep, this is probably true.
While they're talking, I would kind of cut in and be like, Brixeris, how do you know this guy exactly? Like, how did you hear about him?
I was looking for somebody to offer me a protection from the gods. I came across this person.
How? Like, who recommended him to you?
Was I just asking around?
Yeah, you've been asking around. You were traveling with, you've been with different mercenary groups, moving around and whatnot. And he, before Bartholomew, he'd been traveling around with other groups and had made a name for himself, being very good at what he did for different tattoos of protection and attack and defense and all those sorts of things.
Okay. So you didn't necessarily have a history with him before all this?
No.
Gotcha.
I was seeking a very specific what's the word I'm looking for? I was seeking after a very a specific expertise.
A very
Yeah.
specific
And so with-
style of defense. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
Right.
anybody who could then offer that expertise was somebody I was willing to work with.
Got it.
Okay, so let's talk this through for a second. And I just kind of let him drop for a sec.
Okay. And he dies. No, I'm just kidding.
He hits it on the floor.
So here are some of the thoughts going through my head right here.
Yeah.
We have this dark gnome that's been following us around. What's that leg doing?
The leg on Ryuki's pack?
Yeah.
Excellent. Give me a perception.
Right.
Right.
That's a 6.
6. Looking at it, it's not. It's you can tell it's not like holding still, but past that, not much. It's animated. It's been animated.
12
So
if that's any consolation.
you what?
That
Perk
affects
serious.
it.
Hold on. Give me a shot. And I take a look on his behalf, using my perception, if I may.
Did he say out loud that he was looking at the leg?
Yeah, I would have been like, I would not have just looked at the leg. I would have grabbed Ryuki and been like, let me take a look at that leg, and turned him around so that I could see it.
Oh,
Because he
okay.
strapped his back.
Yeah.
And I am not being surreptitious about this. The leg.
Okay.
For
Are
sure.
you just looking at the leg, correct?
I was just looking at it. Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have not touched.
Okay. Then yeah, you're just it's been animated, so it's obviously not just a dead leg, but it's not doing anything out of the ordinary to your eyes.
Its toes are moving a little,
Yeah.
stretching.
Zar'roc,
so I'm
then in
good.
that case, you can make your roll for sure.
Okay. Rolling. Let's see. 6 plus 8 is 14.
14. Yeah, it's it seems to be kind of like moving back and forth in the pack.
I don't know if this is significant enough.
I move up to him as well, and interested in it. I kind of want to check it out myself.
Okay.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
Rolling. That would be a 24.
24. Yeah, as you're looking at the leg, you've been around it a lot. Like you held it once, right? It talked to you.
Become my pet.
You tried to throw it away. Yeah, there might be some resentment there.
We cuddle up at night.
Yeah. It's pretty warm for a dead leg, but no, it seems to be as something that can't talk or have extra, as a singular appendage. It almost looks excited in the room. As it almost seems to be like pointing at Sokol and kind of shimmying around a bit in the pack.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah.
Let's search Sokol if we can.
Yeah, you can search Sokol. He's got no way to fight back right now.
Yeah. Sokol. I kind of just approach him and kneel down. I will get you better, but do you have anything on you that can help us?
Oh, I don't think so. They took everything. I just the tattered clothes on me from everything. I've been down here for a couple days now.
Do you mind if I search you?
Oh, go for it.
I'll be
What
gentle.
am I gonna do?
All right, friend.
Lead on him.
All right, friend. I'll keep the beast away from you for the time being. So I kind of move him around and start searching, checking pockets, checking maybe any kind of tattoos on him, things like that of that nature.
Oh yeah, he's got
Body
he's got
markings.
tattoos everywhere. Sleeves,
He's tatted
ankles, yeah, calves, neck.
Is there any tattoos that really stand out? Maybe at different, like one's colored, everything's black. Is there something that like kind of stands out? Do we see our emblem right in the tattoos of the rose with the earthworm?
Excellent. Yeah, give me an investigation while you're scouring his tattoos. Very nice.
Okay. Rolling. We got a 15.
15. Yeah, you're going over and you're seeing like different animals, some, like interweaved bones and stuff going around here. A couple that seem more intricate. One that seems to almost has like a glowish hue to it. You're looking closer at that one. That one's more of like a gold dragon around a chest. Some other one, like, your basic, like, skull crossbones kind of thing, like I love mom. He's got one of like a tugboat, a tugboat on his wrist that says Tug Life, some cool shit like that. But not a rose with a earthworm around it.
Interesting. Okay. So I find nothing really with his body or in his pockets. Or
Correct. Yeah. He is in very tattered clothes and beat to shit.
All right. Okay. Anybody else?
I mean, yeah, there's a few things that I'd like.
What's going on with the big door?
Yeah, we can jump to that if you want.
On it or anything?
Zar'roc had approached it first. Quoth, if you want to go over there as well.
Yeah, I would join Zar'roc.
Okay.
And so you said it's a big golden door. Is there anything like
big golden door? Give me a perception check, both you guys, or help each other. One of you roll with an advantage.
My perception is a +0. What's yours, Zar'roc?
Mine's +8.
Oh yeah, I'll give you advantage then.
Okay, so before we had that discussion, I already clicked the button. Do you want me to just re-roll it again with advantage?
No, just roll one more.
Just roll one more, yeah.
Just roll one more, and because that first one was a 19, we'll just see what the next one is.
Okay, so rolling the next one. That one's better. 12 + 8, so 20 is our highest.
20, yeah.
Nice.
As you approach this up, it is a intricately designed golden door with a 20. You definitely notice it seems to be the exact same material that the dagger you got earlier is made out of. Looking over it, on the left and the right side of this door, there is no seam in the middle of it. It almost looks like a wall, but you can tell on the bottom that and some scrape marks on the floor that it does open and close. It has to be a door of some sort. On the left and the right side, there are two small notches carved into the door, and then motifs going across the top of a dragon that looks very much like the one you fought. On the left side, a Honkdra, and two more empty slots for motifs carved out, but nothing inside them.
Do one of these slots look like the dagger fits inside of it?
It seems to be dagger sized.
I'm just going to try it.
Okay, so you insert the golden dagger into one of the holes.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
Okay, it slides in so easily, and as about half the blade goes in, it almost magnetically gets sucked in. The kunk. The rose starts spinning. The earthworm starts rotating around the hilt of the dagger, and you hear click.
Wow.
Yes. I'm going to re-equip my.
I honestly did not think that was going to be anything. Good job.
Nice. I'm going to turn around and look at the
feeling. I had a funny feeling. So that means there's got to be one more dagger.
Or some other giant monster. Wait. We fought the Honkdra in the dream. What the fuck is that doing here? That wasn't even real.
What the hell is any of this doing here? I am beginning. Okay.
Do we still have a ring with us? No,
you do have
there's
a
only
ring.
a slot. We do. Does the other slot look like it fits a ring, or is it just like the dagger?
It's just like the dagger insert.
Okay, that makes me think there's got to be another dagger around here somewhere.
Wait. Any of the guys in the mountain pass? Did we get a dagger off them?
Nothing, bro. That was like 4 years ago. I'm not sure.
I feel like I would remember if we got a golden dagger at any point from anything.
What about the arrow? What about your look what I can do bow? With,
Look what I can do.
with like,
But
I forgot the name.
The thing that makes this significant, the reason I got suspicious about the dagger was it was specifically gold. The door is specifically gold. Therefore, that leads me to believe that the next key to open the door would also specifically be gold.
That's
Perhaps
pretty
Perhaps
intuitive.
this. There's 4 motifs up top, right? I got 2 that we've already defeated. And we've gotten a dagger. Perhaps after the next 2, the next dagger reveal itself and we come back here to open up the golden door. Thoughts?
Okay, so here are a few things that are really giving me the heebie-jeebies. One Sokol was not aware that this place was here in his house. So either Numboy owned this house before he did, or rather, which also seems more likely based on some of the things that we've encountered, is that this is an extra dimensional space created specifically to draw us in, because in every circumstance that we've run into this dude, he has used us to accomplish a goal that is for him, not for us.
And just unlock the door.
DM, is this a tub?
You what?
We slew the dragon for him.
That is a tub. Yes.
On the map?
Yeah.
It is a tub. I'm going to search the tub right quick to see if there's anything in there.
You find a gold. No, I was kidding.
Found a golden rubber ducky. Continue,
the tub is filled. As you touch it, it is whatever temperature is perfect for you to take a bath. It feels like that. Clean water.
Full clean water.
Cool. Clear. Water. Wait a minute, Dan.
Now
Don't
reach
you
the
listen to him, Dan. He's
Marty
the devil,
Robbins
not a
portion
man.
of the session.
Water. Cool.
So he has used us to accomplish his very specific goals, which makes me very suspicious of this space. I would not be surprised had he targeted this. He is the one who sent the land in to us to bring us to Neverwinter. Very specifically, we know that he was the one who did this. Why does he want us in Neverwinter? Why did he have us kill the Honktra? There is something that he is trying to get behind this door, and now we have unlocked half of it for him.
What is their treasure?
That's smart.
It's their treasure.
4 of his
We're doing
skeletons were
everything
here.
for him.
His skeletons
Diamond.
probably could have defeated the Mamigo. I think that is what you called it. The mammogram.
How do you go?
Yep, that thing.
The Commodore 64.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have created enough skeletons to overwhelm that thing. Why was that thing here with the dagger in it?
The more dangerous the dragon, the more worthy treasure.
I think we are being used. I just do not understand. I do believe this is an extra dimensional space. I do not believe, unless he wanted us specifically to come here and now we are enacting his plan.
I'd like to
But
search the door again to see if there's a spot that I could insert the ring as another potential key. Maybe you only need 2 of 3 or something.
You had a really good roll with your advantage. So if there was a slot, it would have been in the description.
Okay.
I'll give you that one for free.
Hey. And it doesn't appear I could take the dagger back out if I wanted to, right?
You
Like
can-
it's
you haven't
stuck
done
in there
anything.
firmly.
I don't know. You haven't tried.
Let's just try it just to see what the tension's like. Or actually, before I do that, does it seem like I could turn the dagger like it were, I don't know,
Okay.
in a
Yeah.
circular motion?
Uh,
Does it look like that is a mechanic?
You put your hand on the dagger. It feels kind of weird on your palm because that symbol is still spinning around the hilt, so it's kind of like tickling your palm. And you go to turn, and it doesn't turn.
Okay. Well,
Do you pull?
just like not aggressively, but just a little bit to feel the tension of it, to see if it's like stuck in there or if it feels like it could come loose again. I don't really try to pull it out as much as I'm just trying to check to see if the tension.
Okay. Yeah. It seemed to be almost magnetized in there, and the second you have intent to kind of maybe pull back, it gives out immediately, like it's coming out of butter, right? And the feeling in your palm stops as the symbol stops rotating, and you hear as the lock apparently resets itself, and you're holding the dagger.
That's good to know. Maybe not
Now
leave
I'm
it
going
in.
to try inserting it into the other slot, just out of curiosity.
Okay, yeah. As you slide it into the other side of the door, the exact same effect happens. It seems to get magnetized halfway through. Symbol starts rotating. Click.
This tells me there has to be another dagger somewhere.
I think we're all on the same page there. There is the question though in my mind is, what is a gnome boy trying to get out of this? We have so many half things. We have Dito. No, Dito is a friend of ours. I'm sorry. Orla. We do not know
Grundis.
who Orla is.
How did he know who Sokol was and how he knew you?
That is
So
That is my question. Why was he there in with the dragon? Why does he keep popping up into our way?
now the other question is, if we backtrack from here, we end up back in town. Is there another one of these dungeons in town?
Why would there be another one of these dungeons in town?
Because we weren't expecting to find this one, and we know there's another dagger somewhere.
I think you're focused on perhaps the wrong thing at the moment.
I want
You're
the loot.
very focused. That is, I cannot deny that is not a great thing to have. However, I am very, very interested in this person who has been using us for their own nefarious deeds and what exactly they are trying to do with us. That is my main concern probably at the moment, is who is this person? Why are they doing this to us?
Do we have any definitive way to answer that question?
Not yet.
No.
We do know for a fact that there's another dagger. Somewhere.
This beast mantle thing, do I find anything in it? I was like checking it out, searching around it. Anybody else look at
Using what?
it? My eyeballs.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
Okay. No, I thought you said like beast mastery thing. I was like, what?
No, the beast like mantle. I said like the mantle that's on the wall there.
Oh, yeah. The motifs that are carved into the door.
The one in front of me
Okay. The Hontra.
on that. Is that what that is?
Oh,
Like-
over here. Sorry.
Not on the
sorry.
door.
I thought you were talking about the
Right.
door. I'm sorry. Yeah, over there
Oh,
is. Give me a nature check with advantage as you are a druid for this.
Advantage. Rolling. Select advantage. Okay, so now just roll it again. I think. A 1.
With
It was
advantage?
a 5. I think I rolled it right. And I right-clicked and... Oh, no. Oh, there we go. There we go. My bad. Rolls 2 dice.
There it is.
21.
Yeah, it's much better than 5.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Yeah.
but-
Because I have definitely done that before. I have had advantage and gotten 2 natural ones. That has definitely happened in my life. Doesn't feel good.
Oh, he says. Just
That
oh.
might have been a death saving throw in a one shot, but that's beside the point. It is a Minotaur skull.
Could be a clue to our next fight.
Yeah. Anyone know where a Minotaur is?
Maybe we should ask around once
Oh,
we get back.
Well, actually, come to talk about it, there was this time in which
Yes.
I found myself in this labyrinth. Actually, it was funny. This beautiful woman, I believe her name was Cassiopeia, she gave me the string of which I left behind me to then find my way through this labyrinth.
Have you told this story before? It sounds really familiar.
People wrote this story down and they tell.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. I don't know. I am very. I think we should definitely investigate this room, but I do believe. I think we should take this dagger with us.
Agreed.
And
Okay.
I believe we should take Sokol with us as well. I would like to heal him up, and perhaps he might be a good good person to send to Phandalin for his protection and our benefit.
And your mercy.
We'll need all the help we can get when we go to the world of gods.
I think we're done here.
Weren't there? Wait, was there like more doors? Or oh no, okay.
Nope.
What's on the table? You said there was was there like a meal or something?
Yeah, it looks like a leftover meal. There's some empty tankards, like crumbs everywhere from bread, like melted cheese on pieces of the table, hunks of meat still around.
Can I tell what kind of cheese it was?
It was Gouda.
Oh, damn.
Quick.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I put the dagger back in my pack, and yeah, guess we gotta find another dagger.
You're very focused on this dagger. I think that we do need to find it, but I do not want to open this door. I think that whatever is behind us will only benefit our gnome friend.
Find him first, then.
There's
Certainly
too much
that
going
we
on
don't have
here.
any proof of that either.
Proof of what?
So that's a thing. We don't know.
That's fair.
This will give us time to consider it for the time being, and yeah, we'll just figure it out from there.
I do not like being used.
That's what Grundy said. And I continue to walk up the stairs, mumbling under my breath. I feel so much better that I got, like,
Yeah.
that big old burst out of me. I'm in a new light now.
That was a good
I
play.
slowly kind of walk back toward the front.
If you didn't have inspiration, I would have given it to you, but no one ever uses it, so you just still have it from 8 sessions ago.
Yeah, no, I wrote it down somewhere how I got it just in case. I still don't know what it does exactly. Like it's something.
All right, so we're planning on leaving and bringing Sokol with us.
That sounds
I
correct.
want to look
I'm just
for
leaving.
secret. I want to look for secret doors. I
Okay.
also want to see if there's anybody invisible in here. He said it's been days.
He's been in there for days.
Maybe you had a
Oh wait, hold on. Before we leave, I want to ask him, who's the dead guy in your apartment?
There's a dead guy in my apartment?
That wasn't part of like the struggle of them trying to bring you down here.
No, I might have had a client. I hope I didn't. It all happened so
So-
fast.
Does that mean someone was staking your place out after they took you?
I mean, maybe someone else was waiting for some. I mean, and I've had a lot of people upset about that tattoo, so it might have just been some poor bastard that was waiting for me to come home and then just got caught in whatever the fuck this was. That would be suck.
Unfortunate indeed.
That concerns me. I think I wonder if these guards were not or were paid to keep people out of this house. And that the dead body upstairs is somebody who came to investigate. Who's Orla? Sokol.
Or I'd have to check the books. It's not popping up top of my head right now.
You would know who this is because you very specifically said.
Oh, I thought you froze. Specifically said what?
I think you did freeze.
Oh, you think he did freeze?
I'm
Oh,
thinking.
dude, your thinking
I'm-
face
Oh.
looks like a Discord freeze. It scares me every time.
No. He was sincere in what he was saying.
Correct.
What he told me was the truth as he perceived it.
Correct.
Is he... There are a few things here. He could be an illusion. It could be somebody who is disguising themselves as Sokol.
Okay.
He could also be dead and a thrall.
Okay.
Actually, he could be disguised as Sokol. He could be a thrall.
Mm-hmm.
He could be dead and under the command of somebody else. Or this could be Sokol and maybe he's not even aware. Could also be a modify memory. There are a ton of things that, even though what he told me is what he thinks is the truth and he is not lying, it does not mean that it is the reality.
There's so many options. It's crazy, dude. Wow. DnD.
It really concerns me that he is not Why is this thing in his house that he never knew about? Why is this gnome messing with him? How does he tie to me? I'm also wondering if this gnome is messing with other people's backstories, because it can't just be me.
No, I'm saying.
So many
That
options.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There are too many things that aren't adding up with Sokol. Even though
whatever he's doing, it seems to be working. He's really messing with you.
He was telling me the truth, I'm sure, but him not knowing who Orla was, even though he had a very specific note in his things that said, do not trust Orla, do not work with them.
He just said he had to check his notes.
I mean, that's true, but usually if you have a bad enough feeling about somebody to where you refuse to work with them, that is a name that sticks in your head.
What's if it's framed? We didn't check the writing, the handwriting on it. Is it the same? Did somebody write it after they dragged him down, kind of thing?
I I
We
mean,
have to
all of
investigate.
these, there is something really not adding up here.
Crazy.
Sokol,
Yeah.
what would you do if I just decided to kill you right now?
If I'm being honest, I'd be cool with it.
Why?
Well, I don't know why shit's not working, and everyone's pissed at me. So I'm gonna have to leave. I've just been tortured for days. I feel like shit. I have nothing now. Like, I don't
I don't
know.
feel like that's a really good reason to die, though.
I mean, I didn't say I want to die, but if you were like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, like, I don't know, there's not much I can do. Doesn't sound
Let
awful
me.
right now.
I am going to loot Sokol.
You're going to what?
Loot Sokol.
Okay.
I want to pat him down. One, I want to make sure that he's not an illusion, right?
Okay.
Nothing is standing out. And two, I wands, mini staves. Does he have a pouch of components? What's
Like
going
when
on
Ryuki searched him earlier, there is nothing on his body. But
I missed that. I missed that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, super shredded clothes, and then the tattoos he has all over his body. None of which are the rose and the worm.
What does the symbol of a rose and a worm mean to you?
I mean, I've seen the gnome dude had it. That was
He
asking
did.
me a bunch of questions. Yeah. It's like a pendant around his neck.
Okay, so we know that those adventurers were sent to deal with the dragon. But from what the lady at the desk said, there were only the three of them. And yet somehow they end up in this fortress all wearing that emblem. And now the emblem is showing up here. And the wizard has that emblem.
Crazy.
And they died fighting skeletons.
Correct.
And we just fought skeletons.
Well, he had skeletons with him. He definitely has some necromancy spells. He's always had skeletons with him. In fact, what didn't he say that they attacked him?
The gnome said the
'Cause
skeletons attacked him?
No. The gnome said the adventurers attacked him or something.
Correct.
He had lost a leg trying to take down the dragon. He said that the adventurers had attacked him.
Correct.
But they are wearing the same emblem that he is carrying.
Correct.
And that seems to be following us around and that he has on his skeletons.
Correct. God, so frustrating.
I would say I don't think we're gonna, unless there's something else down here we haven't checked. I think maybe we should head back to the surface and do some thinking up there.
I concur.
I have got to take a bio break. I am
Okay,
about to
poop is what you said. Sorry, it cut out twice. All right, so diving back in, you guys are planning to leave with sorry, a lot of things happening at once there, with Sokol in tow, or are you planning to kill him, Perks?
I don't know.
Well, if you kill him, it's never, the tattoos are never gonna get fixed.
Well, I mean that's fair, but at this point, do I care?
Great question.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it is better that the gods know that I am coming, so they can prepare their finest warriors.
Can I use a lifeline to call for some help? See what they think.
Absolutely.
Um,
DMing you my number.
All right, beef. Beef.
I just this is. There's so many things going on here, and I just. I don't trust any of it.
It's crazy when you
I
think
think
you
that's
found
a good
the
reason
answers, and it
not
opens
to
up 20
kill
other
him.
things. Yeah.
Because we don't have the full picture.
We found this door. We know this door is here. It's probably not going to move unless it's an extra dimensional space, in which case the gnome will make sure we encounter it at some point. We have the dagger, so the door can't be opened without us here. Presumably there's another dagger out there somewhere. Are we sure that there's nothing else that we can do here?
I mean, we could do an investigation check. If the DM agrees, that is, of course.
We've done a few of those already.
Absolutely.
I think we've collected everything we can for now.
All right.
At the top.
Is homeboy coming with, or is he dying, or is he being left?
Bring him with us.
Yeah, I
That's
say
my vote.
I
Listen,
say we
we
take him
spared
with
everybody else thus far. Sent them back
You
to
need
our
to find out about
base.
Orla.
Of course. Yeah.
Find out about Orla. His notes.
You have his notes. Do you have his notes with you, Zar'roc?
I don't know.
I believe you left everything in a
So-
pile outside the window.
I thought I would have grabbed those and took them with us, though.
I think I have
Let me
them
look
because
through
you were
them.
throwing them to me out the window.
Yeah,
That
like
is
the
true.
intention was to bring them with us until such a time that we could like thoroughly finger through it all and see what we could find.
That's true.
Yeah,
so
I
you
think
would
I
have-
have
yeah.
them. I wouldn't, you, because you were throwing them to me, and I wouldn't have just left them in the alley.
Yeah. So I guess we do have them?
Yeah.
I would say we have
Why don't we? He said that he would need to check his notes. Why don't we show him the notes on Orla and see what he has to say then?
Well, first let's
Agreed.
get the fuck out of here, and then let's do that.
Because there could be worse things up top. Right now, there's not much going on. So now might be the opportunity to check on that.
I know there's a guard up there that doesn't know who the hell he is anymore.
He
Let
could have
me-
woke up. Brad could have chicken.
Dude.
Oh, come on, dude,
Bruh.
guys, this isn't the vibe. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Like, dude.
Let me go up first. Let me wild shape into
Okay.
a mouse. Climb up top
Ooh.
and see if I can see anything.
How are you
come
climbing
back down
up
and let
top
you
as
know.
a mouse?
Perk's
It is
gonna
a-
lift me up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can just throw them.
You spin him by
Not
the
too
tail.
hard.
Yeah, I can do that. I can toss you.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
And you are in
use
the
wild shape?
house
I go
as a
top?
mouse?
The house as a mouse.
The house is a
indeed.
mouse. Give me a perception check while you scurry around the house. Give me a stealth check first.
Perception. Stealth.
With advantages, you're a mouse.
Shit. All right, let me re-roll. Oh, he was a 20. So I'll just roll again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that 20 then.
Hell
The other
yeah.
one was a 6.
Perfect. All right, give me a perception.
Perception coming in. That would be a 24.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you are, being anytime you spend up top, like, you know exactly the layout of the house, you're sticking to any sort of shadow you remember, you can see nooks and crannies, and going corner to corner, checking around the house. As you can tell, the guard is still unconscious next to the body, and they're both covered in the blood, but you're not seeing any other signs of movement or people in the house.
Okay. I scream myself back down. Squeak. Realizing that like they can't understand me because I'm speaking mouse, you know, and that
Yeah.
they're not fluent in mouseanese. So I transform back to Ryuki and I tell him,
Wait.
it's safe. Same.
Didn't we just find this out the other day with Mrs. Fudd that as a druid, you still retain the ability to speak?
You do, but he chose to speak mouse, he said.
Flavor.
Fair. Okay.
I want to
That's,
sneeze.
yeah, that's a
Sneeze.
new ability, isn't it?
But yeah, in
Yeah,
wild
that
shape,
is-
you
yeah.
can still talk.
Yeah, mouse
Yeah,
sneeze.
that's
Yeah,
a
you
new
guys are not
thing.
familiar with that, and I tried. So yeah, I reshape at the top of the hole right there, and just let you guys know nothing has changed. Come on up.
All right.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
Right, so you guys are all coming out of the hole?
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right.
I like to come in the hole most of the time, but yeah, I'll come out of it this time.
I've never even found the hole.
I mean, you must have. You at least did twice.
Oh, they're adopted. I couldn't figure it out. I got so frustrated. I just adopted them. It's like, what is the
They're gonna listen
secret
back
to
to
this
this and be
thing?
Dad, is it true?
Yeah.
Like 10 years from
Shut up, test tube 1 and 2. Oh, I forgot to bring him up too. There we go.
Grundy's is with us, right?
Yeah, Grundy's is with you. His body looks really small in proportion, but just know he's there with you.
Okay. He will follow me.
Follow
Should
you
we look at the
wherever
books?
you may go.
Look at the records.
Yes, as you come up, he does see the body. And he's like, oh, that was a future customer I was going to have. Damn it. Wrong plate. God, that sucks.
So
What
this
was his
was
name?
a
I had a meeting with them about tattoos and told them to come back in a week after we decided on what they're going to get.
Did you get a name?
It's Orlot. No, I'm just kidding. That's convenient. No, it's Liliana.
but wait, that's a dude, right?
Are you saying a dude can't be named Liliana?
I am not saying a dude can't be named.
I don't think we ever
Liliana.
established the gender of the body.
I
First
just
Drowsy
want to be
Dark.
sure that we did
No.
identify the gender of the body.
You
And
guys
that
did not.
It,
You guys
Is it
basically did
a-
nothing with the body except stab it with the guard's weapon, I think, to make it look like he did it. And that's what you guys did with the body.
so I think Zar'roc investigated it at some point, though.
No.
But I
It,
don't.
it was a lot of, oh, look, a body. Well, I'm going to go loot this now.
Just step over it, like whatever.
That's fair.
That's basically exactly
is
what
it
happened.
Is it a female body or is it a male body?
It is a female body.
Oh.
Hey.
It's probably good that Zar'roc did not know that.
Oh.
You don't have to worry about that
Ooh.
this time.
Yeah. Tonight is
This
daddy
episode.
issues. Who knows what next time?
So, yeah, probably a good thing that we did that he did not know. Anyway,
What are you implying, Dad?
I'm implying that you're a little bit of a freak, Zar'roc. I love you. I'm proud of you, but you're a little bit of a freak.
Can I have a snack?
Yes, you can have a snack. Once we get back to the hotel, you can have all the snacks you want.
Aw.
Okay. I would love to have a steak. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Perfect.
Sokol kind of, because I assume Perseus, you're like carrying him, right?
Sokol, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Take me over to the bed.
Okay.
And
I
he
take
gives
him
you
over to the bed.
sultry eyes. No. Do you lay him on it?
Not the way I. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he kind of like, shimmies very slowly and
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all.
reaches underneath the mattress and pulls out another binder because no one checked the mattress.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going through his
There's
notes.
like cucumbers down there.
He's like, I work with, I'm so bad at remembering anything, so I have to write everything down. And he's flipping through it. Orla, Ozempic, Ozidaba. Oh, there we go. Orla. Didn't pay. Threatened my life. She was in charge of a pretty big mercenary band. They weren't registered with the guild. And they come. Oh god, there's blood on it now. And he's like trying to scrub some of it off. It looks like they work mostly in the region around Waterdeep. But have stretched this far. But yeah, she was super mean. Threatened to kill me because I said she needed to pay me. Do you know who I am? A very large mercenary band. That's what I got written down.
Are there any other documents that we should take with us? I think your best bet here is a solution I would like to propose to you.
Yeah.
There are people that are going to be after you.
This
kill you.
already is happening, yes. You were one of them.
Yes. However, I think that we might be able to protect you,
I would
or at least give
very
you
much appreciate that.
a fresh start. We have recently come into possession of a fortress outside of Phandalin.
Oh, whoa.
We have started our own mercenary guild, a mercenary company, outside of Phandalin. We have our orc in charge is Calico.
Calico, okay. I'm not going to
He
remember.
is
I need to
being
write this down.
trained by the hero of Phandalin.
Yeah. Okay. What's his name?
Mickey
Robert?
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. All right.
No,
Greg.
that is not actually his name.
Come on. Zar'roc, you've come in clutch every time they've asked this question.
Voros Bane.
That's also incorrect.
Ah!
It's
But he said it with such confidence.
He did say it with such confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you gotta try sometimes.
Yeah.
damn. I didn't start taking notes until session 8.
Um,
Zar'roc gets caught masturbating.
I mean, that doesn't
My
narrow it
first
down
notes.
much, honestly.
whose name I thought we were making up a name. Whose name? Oh,
Alphonse.
gotcha.
Alphonse.
Alphonse Calazorn.
Alphonse Californ.
Alphonse
Calazorn.
Calamari.
Calazorn.
That too.
It's a trap.
Alphonse Calazorn is he is providing training to some of the people that we send back as we build this company. But it could be a safe place for you to start over. If you would be willing to offer your services in the employ of our mercenaries, we will offer you protection.
I'm not super confident with what I can do right now, but I would love a chance at a new start somewhere else. Absolutely. Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what it is that you did? You said the lore?
Dol'ara. DOL space ARRAH.
Dol'ara.
Outside of your skills from your chosen profession, is there anything else that you have to offer? Is there any other skills? Perhaps you grew up. Do you know how to farm? Do you know, anything else
fish.
outside of this?
I know how to fish and farm. I've done some fighting in my day, but that's, retired from that. I mean, I still know how, but yeah, just really got into learning the rune making and the magic involved and helping people out and protecting them from different things or charming with this and that. And that's been my life for a while.
Is our guy.
I like it. I shall we take a vote? Whether
I
we,
do have some
should
further
allow him?
questions, but
Yeah.
I vote yay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he'll be good to have around.
Hey,
So it's said. Let's get this man down south to Phandalin.
Who? What about the adventurer guy from the?
Your gnome friend.
Yeah, the gnome friend. We could send him along with him.
You haven't checked in how it went at the. Yeah, you're not sure. Dido the Bold. You're not sure how the Adventure Guild went for him yet.
Yeah, we can have him meet up with Dido if Dido decides he's.
If not, I could pass. I don't really like him.
That's right. You hate him. That's right. But no,
Yeah.
so you were asking what I was doing and whatnot. So I'd learned basic charms for like, armor. One would say armor class increase, stuff like that. Maybe some more health.
Sure.
Possibly if you were using such terms, I was able to increase your movement speed in combat. Weird things to say out loud, right? But Delara came to me in a dream and taught me how to weave her magic of protection from all sorts of evil into a specific set of tattoos and runes I could do. And that was something you were looking for protection.
In exchange for she just taught you this out of the goodness of her heart?
As far as just that I would, not accept from any other gods that came, which obviously at the time you're like, how many gods are going to talk to me? So far, just the one, but
Sounds about right, Dad.
yeah, I had
Gods
been
are
doing
not-
that for a couple years, no issues. In fact, a lot of people like coming out of battle that should have died. They were like, somehow I came out of that just fine until I don't know, a month ago, everything just went to shit.
That type of power does not typically come without promises being made in return.
Yeah, it was just
What promises did you make to Delara?
the only promise that she asked is that I would not listen if any other gods approached me with their own power. Which at the time, when you're like, what other gods are going to talk to you? I've never had one talk to me before. Like, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Do I know anything about Delara?
Give me a religion check.
She's religious. I know that much.
I mean, she has a god.
Is it for all of us?
Anyone who wants to.
All right.
Perks, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. That definitely sounds like a fancy name.
I got an 18.
18.
I have a +4 to religion. Jesus.
Rolling. I got a 2. Plus 2 is 4. Oh, sorry. 2 plus 1 is 3. Sorry.
Look at you. Quick maths.
Oh, they just both went through. I got a 20. Ignore the second one.
All right. 1 second. Let me get this pulled up. Website, work. No, not the YouTube Shorts link.
So we know Delara is from Dathmere. Interesting.
She's
Makes sense. She's a
Dathmere
night
witch.
sister.
Yeah.
Kashik.
All right. Delara is from the Sovereign Host. She is the goddess of honor and the sun, representing martyrdom, righteousness, and just conflict. Defense. She's often portrayed as a human or half-elf knight shining with holy radiance, and occasionally as a red dragon perched atop a cloud.
That's kind of badass.
Yeah.
Plus, the silence you can
that's-
sell everything there, so that's kind of nice.
That is legitimately badass.
And it's up to you
It
guys if you
just-
want to share that knowledge or not, or just keep that to yourself because you're smarter than everyone else.
I mean, I don't have a reason not to share.
It's just always fun to give the option. There's never a reason not to, but it's always fun to just give the option. Not
Dangle it over their heads.
to. Yeah. Look, I've
Like,
definitely had
Perks
people in
there
the
sitting there
past that are
still
like,
thinking hard.
yeah.
No, what is this?
I had lunch with a girl named Dolores one time. Is that the same thing?
Delara is a new brand of toilet paper at Costco.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
The 2-ply.
Ask your doctor about Delara.
Today. Side effects may include.
Shitting. Never mind.
Yeah. Passing righteous gemstones.
So, which is a good show, by the way.
It's a great show.
So you had this goddess come to you.
Yeah.
She offered you power or knowledge. You accepted. Told her that you would not worship any other gods.
Yeah.
Then this power started to fade.
Just suddenly one day, it like whatever runes I was putting on people, just nothing worked.
And you did not start worshiping other gods or take the power from another god.
No, definitely not. When a god comes to you, it's not like a regular occurrence, right? Like when a god comes to you, you're pretty much like, yeah, nope, sounds good to me.
Depends on how close you are to the gods, but yes.
Well, I mean, for someone who's never talked to one before, that's crazy. Like, how many have you talked to?
Most of them are dicks. Let's be real.
Yeah. So, am I Fandolin?
Do you have a holy? Yeah. Do you have a holy symbol or anything of this goddess?
Yeah. Let me get this.
Oh, you do?
It's right here. I do. He's like, I can run, like, he's got a drawing, something. He's got a drawing of it, right? He doesn't have like an actual, like,
A drawing?
metal, a drawing.
Yeah.
That's how I say drawing after Pirates of the Caribbean. I've been saying drawing for the last 20 years of my life. But this is the symbol for that goddess. Where's Dragon Strike Force go? There you go. Posted in the Dragon Strike Force Go Discord channel in the Discord.
That's Kami for sure.
There's blue. It's not a red sun.
It looks like Imperial China or Japan. Interesting.
Another piece to the puzzle. Another piece to the puzzle.
I know. Crazy. You show up for answers and like more puzzle pieces for him. It's crazy.
Does she have any chapels near here? Any places of worship?
Not that I've seen. No.
Do you know of any other worshippers here in Neverwinter?
I've not met anyone. She told me not to worship anyone else, and I just kind of kept it to my chest just in case anyone else was like, "Oh, that's cool. Try this one." I was, no, I want nothing to do with that.
Can I take that copy of your drawing?
Absolutely. I can draw another
tear
one.
It off, and I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Right next to the same clothing or the piece of cloth that I tore from the tabards.
Oh, okay.
down
Yeah.
below.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Good shit.
Which don't have the same colors.
This is correct.
We haven't gone outside yet.
You have
right?
not, no.
Okay.
How long were we gone? Yeah, if we can I stick my head out the window and see if Brad's still there?
Yeah, if you look out the window and look kind of down the alleyway, if you remember on the big map, there's a street down the alleyway. He's leaned against the post that all the weapons were at, and he's just kind of looking back and forth, and he's like scratching his head. Oh, dudes, I don't know what to fucking do.
Brad's still cool. All right, Brad's still cool, guys.
Good. That means one less death today. Yeah, you can go to Fandolin. You can hang out with us. We'll keep you safe until then. Anybody have like a disguise spell?
I got this.
Minor
I got
illusion.
this. Are you guys ready to go?
Yes, I think we are pretty much done here.
Yeah,
Well,
let's get out of this house.
Zar'roc?
There's a dead body
yeah.
in here, guys.
All right. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace, and we're gonna make our escape.
Ooh, I dig that.
Proxyrus, you should probably make certain
Second level.
that guard isn't going to remember who he is as we're leaving.
Oh,
That's
I
really-
did.
Did you punch him again?
He totally should.
He dropped
no,
a full
I don't.
elbow
I
on
don't.
him. God
All
damn,
right,
bro.
all right.
Actually,
Could've.
yeah. As we're leaving, I just do like the people's elbow.
Yes.
So pass
That-
without trace
Any
would
remaining
should be
unbroken ribs?
pretty good.
No.
We
So
don't leave tracks.
roll me a stealth for the group then with advantage.
Everyone?
Still.
Yeah, everyone, because with pass without a trace, that's how that
Advantage.
works, right? Because it gives you advantage plus something else, right?
All with
It
advantage?
says you rated
Plus-
a concealing aura in a 30-foot emanation
It used
for
to
the
be a
duration.
plus 10. Is it different
While
now?
in
Let me
aura,
double check.
you and each creature that you choose have a plus 10 bonus to
Natural 20.
dexterity, stealth checks, and leave no tracks.
Yeah.
Pass without a trace.
29.
Plus 10. There you go. 29. Zar'roc.
I rolled with advantage and got a natural 20.
Okay. So
So
30
everybody's
Oh,
plus 10 in this.
plus 10.
So 30.
Perks.
22.
22.
20.
Natural 1?
20. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You Brad, as you guys leave, you're carrying the body. You are very positive no one can see you. And you're walking in the street and Brad's sitting there like, I don't want to fucking go in. I can't get caught breaking and entering again. Like that'd be insane. Fuck. But they're like gone. I mean, it hasn't been like I don't think they're dead, but like
I do.
I'm
I
in
grab
charge.
Brad, and I just kind of tap him on the shoulder.
Ah!
I'm
Who's
like,
that?
Let's get to it. Well, we're not invisible, so he should be able to see me.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
you're
calling attention. Okay.
yeah, but he's like, fuck, and then he turns around. Oh fuck. Dudes, my guys, what happened in there,
Yeah,
dudes? Fucking, I don't like guards have been like not coming to the house, but like walking by, and I'm like sweating fucking bullets over here, dudes. Like what the fuck?
Why don't we talk about it somewhere not in the street?
Good call. Yeah, we gotta act like totally chill about it. You're right. And he just like straightens up and is just like, it's not his normal walk. It's like very much just like, yeah, everything's totally fine. Starts strutting down the street.
I believe you were taking us to where we will be staying tonight.
Yeah, your fucking room's right over here, my guy.
I really hope it's just not across the street from here.
Well, now it is. Now that
It's-
you said something.
It's funny you say that because if we go back to the map that I explained to you earlier, you
Oh, shit.
guys are literally staying here,
Perfect.
It is literally across the street.
literally across.
I
the
like
street.
it better. We got surveillance on it.
Where was the tourist district again?
Way down the street this way, towards the front gate. Like basically, you walk in the front gate, and it's like a block of just like people with 3D printed dragons, and
Yes.
Nice.
Could use some more silver.
well, yeah. Let me take over the hotel, guys. We'll fucking get you set up for the night. We can figure out what's going on. This dude looks fucked up. Do you mean to get someone to take
He's
care of
fine.
him?
Real quick, we had a friend. Would you be willing to, after you drop us off, to go to the Adventurers Guild and check on a friend of ours named Dito the Bold?
Oh, is he that fucking gnome dude that's with you?
Yes.
Ah, dude.
Job.
Dude looks dope as fuck, dude. Did you see his fucking cloak? So nice. Yeah, I can go do that, dude. It's no worries.
Did Dito have a really nice cloak that I'm not aware of?
Yeah, he
Do
bought
you
it from
smell
Bartholomew's.
Oh.
There you
I
go.
don't pay attention.
That's all good. It's all good. It's just Dito. Like, yeah,
Fuck
and
that guy.
as he takes you guys across the street with a very injured man in tow, a possible meeting coming up, and an overlook over the house of whatever the fuck is going on, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Full rest?
Couple questions answered.
Not yet.
A lot of other ones opened. Meeting with Sokol did not go as you had expected at all, and I loved watching that happen in your face.
Yeah, that.
Going from I'm going to kill him the second I see him to walking out carrying him, going, don't worry, we'll take care of you, buddy. It's pretty
Don't worry,
fantastic.
I think it bugged the shit out of him.
Because he had to go poop, dude.
All right.
Dude, that was
And then he
really
missed.
good. And then he missed.
Mm.
Yeah, dude. Damn. Failed us to hit on the toilet
okay.
bowl.
So here's the thing, because Lindsay, she's had like a stomach thing,
Uh-huh.
but she was asking me like, "Oh, do you think you got sick with what I had?" And I'm like, "Look, I have IBS. It is really hard for me to tell the difference between a stomach, unless I'm throwing up. It is really hard for me to tell the difference between a stomach bug and IBS. So, I think so. I haven't had diarrhea associated with IBS in a while, but I've definitely had it the last couple of days."
That sucks, dude.
I
sorry.
mean, shit happens, dude.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, man, shit happens.
There's nothing worse than not
It
being in
does.
charge of your own body.
That shit sucks.
For sure.
Yeah.
It
very
was
much
probably
so.
Brad's fault. Let's be
No,
honest.
Brad's a fucking saint, dude.
Brad's. I'm about to go off with Brad. Leave you guys. You know, like, we're gonna start our own party, and we're gonna go to the beach, and we're gonna catch waves.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, he's not gonna be
That's
any
a
help
lot
in
of
the
dude.
fight,
Fucking
dude.
sick fishing spot, dude.
Right, we're gonna. I'm gonna transform into a reef shark, and we're just gonna swim. He's gonna just hold my fin, and
Yeah,
we're just
yeah.
gonna go.
I've been building a fucking boat, dude. I called it the Raiderette. Just me and you, dude. We're gonna fucking go.
It's so dope. I love it.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.